6 a.m. and already the boy ain't right.
Oh, there we go.
There we are. Good morning, Facebook Friday Live. Good to be on the air. I love being in the studio as much as I loved, being out around different places.
Yeah.
This is a great. I just love being in here.
That makes me feel so good. I am so glad you
It's a
love
great
me,
day to be
we
alive,
sure love
Patrick.
having you here.
It is. It is a good day to be alive. There's a lot of good things going on.
Is there?
It's March Madness.
Oh my
Man.
gosh, what games last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lots of fun. And we want to know where you guys are watching March Madness. I want to know, actually, that's going to be in a little bit. That's going to be my top 5 picks.
I love it.
Past picks, the best places, my favorite places to go watch March Madness. So,
All right, hold that thought. I just got to
I'm
do something
holding
real
it.
quick. No, we're not going on. I just got to talk.
okay.
Don't let me stop the podcast or anything.
just a little intro for Jelly Roll.
K100 Lynn and Marco. K100 Lynn and Marco. Tough Love with Siri coming up in just a few minutes. Stand by for that. We're going to be live. We're actually live on Facebook right now on a Friday. Facebook Live on Toledo's K100.
There we are.
That's something new we're doing.
And that's great. Well,
Yeah. You love it?
I too.
All right, good.
I love it. Good morning, everybody that's watching right now. Matt Heckard, good morning. Deborah,
Morning.
good morning to you.
Matt Heckard made it.
I had a 2-for-1 last night at trivia at Pavlov's. I got there. AJ Arnold was there,
What?
Nice.
and he lives about a mile away.
Is he here today?
And our good friend, he's not on right now. I'm sure he will be though. And our good friend Kevin Webb was out there with his
Awesome.
wife and his sister,
Kevin.
Very nice.
and they were both out there. And turns out they both live like right around the block from each other.
Oh,
I had
really?
No idea.
How about that?
So, bringing people together. That's what I do.
Love it.
Yes.
So good morning, everybody. Hey, we are currently right now in the market for sponsors. If you notice, this hour sponsored by nobody.
What?
So let's, if you know of a business that would like to be featured on the show, you get not only to be featured prominently throughout the entire hour, but you get love and praise from us. You also get a video that will go up on Guy in the 419. It goes up on K100. It's
We should talk to those nice folks over at Gutter Helmet.
you're right.
Mhm.
You're right.
They were
'Cause-
just such great hosts, and
Yeah.
it was fun
I'll-
having them part of the
That's
show.
I'm going to go over there today. I think
Yeah.
I'll go over there today, talk to them. We have a lot of fun things. I'll tell you, we did the round 3 of the Margarita Showdown.
Did you get invited, Marco?
I did not.
Coming
I
down
didn't
to
either.
it.
I mean, yeah,
That's all right.
I invite
I
this
just
guy to
wondered.
call. I call him. I text him. He's a man
I
about.
didn't lose that
Yeah.
many close on round 2. I don't know.
So I figured after round 2, you guys were probably done with round, and here's the thing. We didn't really have that many places. We actually only had like 1-2 places.
Oh,
that
boy.
participate in it. But what I would love to do is I would love to have you in for when we do the final showdown. So like I'm going to take the winners of each round and I'm going to get them in a to-go cup.
Oh,
And then it'll be a blind taste test.
okay.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good way
So,
to do it. That's a
yes.
really good way to do it.
So that I definitely, you have to be a part of that one.
Perfect. Okay. done.
Now what I got to do, I got to figure out where we're going to host it though. Because you can't host it at a restaurant.
No, if you're
You know,
bringing other people's stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
When are you thinking? Like timeline, sort of?
I would say sometime maybe mid-April.
Mid-April. Okay.
Maybe maybe we do it on 419 day. That's April 19th.
Yeah.
Chuck's having surgery 4/16.
Well, then you can drink margaritas on the 19th.
I might need
You'll be
him.
ready
I
for
might
margarita.
really be ready for
By
it.
then.
But I'm going to kind of have to see how he's doing.
All right. Cynthia Waite, good morning to you. Vicky Cummings, good morning. Matt says hosted at Marco's place.
I was going to
mean, we
say mine,
could.
but April's just too.
I'd have to clean my house.
Yeah.
That would be.
You don't want to do that.
It would,
We
I do
could
have this setup for it though. And I got a big
Yeah, you
podcast
do.
table and microphones everywhere. Video.
We'll help you clean. Get
Yeah.
ready. That would be fun.
I'd rather
You
just
do
pay
have a
somebody to
great
come
place
over and
for
clean your place.
That's
wanna
fine
do
with me.
So we've got to figure out where to host it, and get and we're gonna actually I'm gonna try to get a slew of celebrity judges. So we'll see what we can do to.
Actually, seriously, my place. I have a table with like this, like
It would
5
be
microphones.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it would be perfect.
It really would.
Would you be willing to
Sure,
have
yeah,
some other? Because I was thinking of I asked Tony Geftos if he would be.
You
No,
did
you
what?
didn't.
I did.
Your
and
nemesis?
and he's not my nemesis.
Yes, he is.
No. But he said yes.
Did you tell me he was not allowed to wear a black jacket?
It's my way of extending. I'm extending an olive
A
branch.
little olive
I'm
branch?
saying, hey, there's no reason that we can't work together. All right.
You're
We do the
such a
same
good
thing.
guy.
We do the same thing.
I don't know if I want Tony Gepkos in my house, so I have to. I'm not going to rethink about it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
So we have
I know Tony watches.
just lost. Looks like your camera was unplugged. Uh-oh.
Mine?
Oh, mine.
mine's out.
My camera was unplugged.
My light is off. Lynn, you're the only one on the show right now, so talk about something
Okay.
fun.
All right. Well, we've got Siri coming up here shortly.
Oh wait, I think they can still hear my voice.
They should still be able
Yeah.
to hear you.
I actually like this view better for
Yeah.
me.
We've got this is a big day here at K100. World premiere of the new Zach Brown band.
What?
Yeah, we're not going to do it until 9:00 hour, but that's going to be a big hour for us because we also have another concert announcement to make. I did not get to the Josh Turner show last night, but I had a few pictures, people sending me pictures.
Yeah.
It looks like they had a blast. It looks like it was just a tremendous show, and we had opportunity to talk to him earlier this week. It was
We did.
a really good interview. He's a great guy, big family guy, 4 sons. And he did say one of those sons looks like he's going to be in the music business along with him, which is kind of cool because his wife actually was for a long time too, Jennifer.
Oh my God, nice.
Once they had that 4th son, she had to stay home. There was just too much going on there at home. So I guess she's not on the road with him at present, but.
All right.
But what's that next big show coming up? Oh, May 2nd, Chris Young. That one I am not going to miss. I've had a couple opportunities to see him live and didn't for whatever reason. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him live.
Well, I have no idea what's going on with my cameras right now, but I can do.
You can do your laptop probably.
Yeah, this is the strangest thing. So they can see it, they can see Lynn, and they can still hear us. So let's just.
And I know he's not a country artist, but as we're talking about different live shows, the John Mellencamp fiasco.
Oh my gosh, we got to talk about
It
that.
was incredible. Just there at the Stranahan Theater. I don't know
All
if
right,
you
hold
heard
that
about
thought.
it. Oh,
K100 Toledo's. 100 Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here each and every day. We do appreciate that. For your weather today, mainly cloudy, morning snow showers, and evening rain likely. Lots going on here. 42 going to be the high. Tonight, rain changes to snow overnight. That's going to be so much fun. Get the sled out. Maybe make some hot cocoa with this winter time. Is going to be great. 28th low for tonight. And Santa Claus coming next week.
right now it's 29. Santa's not coming again.
He's not?
No, not till next December.
Oh, well.
It just looks like it.
Okay.
Your weather sponsored by Jim White. Toyota cars are arriving daily. Right car, right price. Right now, traffic brought to you by Towers Armory. Unlimited range time for just $20. It looks like we just have the one trouble spot, and that is at the intersection of 795 and Tracy Road. Found out about it by way of text. We really appreciate your help on that. Somebody else just weighing in saying massive amount of emergency vehicles, 795 down around Tracy.
I know emergency vehicles, but do you think there are police there?
There's police on the scene.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So if you can avoid the area, do that. I mean, they're saying that they're getting traffic by in an outside lane. It's going very slowly through there. And 419-240-1000. If there's anything else, please get a hold of us. The line is sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
You're in her world now.
K100.
This is Tough Love with Siri. K100.
All right, you can get your tough love several different ways. It's super easy, actually. You can just go to K100country.com. Right there, we have a little form that you just put out. Boom, it takes about 2 minutes. We have a special iPhone 4S, a very special Siri that's always mean and mad at everybody. And that's how we keep her, because we ask her questions each and every day at 6:20 and 8:20. Jillian in Temperance. Thank you, Jillian, for being on our show. She says, Siri, why do I always burn all the food when I cook? I just don't get it.
You burn all of the food when you cook because you are at cooking. That is a pretty simple answer.
Yes.
I don't really know what else to tell you. I would love to sit here and tell you that there is some sort of conspiracy that is affecting you and that you are being sabotaged in the kitchen, but in truth, you stink at reading instructions and focusing on your task at hand, so you mix everything up wrong and then you wander off like an idiot and let everything burn. Just give up and order delivery. Stop torturing everybody with your awful food.
Yeah, some people, they don't have the timing, the knack.
It's true. It's true. It really does take a talent.
Boy, Bill in Toledo, thank you for being on our show this morning. Bill says this, very simple. Siri, where do all my batteries go? Every time I need a battery in my house, I can't find one.
With the socks.
You want to know where the batteries are for your remote? That is easy. Your kids stole them for one of their toys. For some reason, it seems like kids' toys run out of batteries daily and your kids will be forced to explore your house looking for new ones. Of course, the easiest place to get new batteries is out of the remote, and they could care less that it totally screws up your ability to enjoy your time relaxing. Kids don't really care about adult happiness when something that they like is out of batteries. Go steal them back. Show them who is boss.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than picking up a TV remote with no batteries in
It
it.
used to happen all the time when we had kids in the house. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in her world now.
Right.
And then I became a Costco member.
Yeah.
And then I buy the batteries by
They have huge amounts of battery. Yes.
Yeah, now I have a whole drawer full of lots of
Where do
batteries
you
my
keep
dog-
your batteries?
Upstairs in my credenza.
Is that right?
I have a battery drawer.
You have a battery drawer?
Yeah.
We keep them in the refrigerator.
Oh, you know what I heard? That's where you really
What?
should
Nobody
keep 'em.
does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to keep longer.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work.
Sure it does. Also, you know
Ask
exactly
Siri. Ask
where they
Siri.
are every time.
Yeah, next week Siri's going to.
Yeah, I have a battery
I don't
drawer
know.
too.
That could be a myth.
Keep it, well,
Last thing I want is my batteries near tomatoes and ham. I mean, what are we doing in there?
keep it on a high shelf in the refrigerator. The kids can't get to it.
Where did you
they're
learn
safe
about
there.
this batteries in the refrigerator?
My wife, and she's nearly always right.
There you
Really?
go. Let's see. I'm Googling it now. It says, if you've Googled how to store batteries long term, you've probably seen the myth that putting batteries in the
Here we go.
refrigerator will help
Here
them
we
last
go.
longer, but it isn't true. While the cooler temperature might lengthen the battery life, the moisture inside the refrigerator could damage the battery in other ways.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Well,
It's Google,
I don't know where
not
else.
Siri, but
I don't know where else to put them. So they're going to stay in the
then there's
fridge.
that.
They're going to stay in the fridge. Oh, Irina Martin, good morning to you. Bonnie Rhodes, Kevin
Bonnie,
Yarbrough.
Morning, guys.
Kevin finally made it, didn't
Man,
he? He was sleeping.
Cynthia Waite says Josh Turner is awesome in concert.
Oh, cool. Glad she got there.
Good morning, Gwen Hartford.
Morning, Gwen.
And yes, it is a. Oh, look, my wife was watching, but at least we know where. She said, but at least we know where they are. Well, this is. She's up
And you
early,
acknowledge that
6:45.
she's usually always right.
Boy, you were lucky you said that.
I know, right?
Because
I don't
normally
know.
you say she's always wrong, but she was just watching
Nuh-uh,
that.
watching
man,
it.
don't
At the
listen to
right-
Mark.
Do the exact right thing to say. We I was talking about this round 3 that we did. We were out at El Patron. It was a great time, but here's the rundown of it.
I'm clocking out. I'm loading up.
Hey everybody, Pat McCarty, Guy in the 419 with another round of the Guy in the 419 Margarita Showdown. Our first stop tonight is out at El Patron, a brand new place right out here in Holland, Sylvania. They have the fanciest margaritas I've ever seen. They've got delicious food. My daughter Maggie loved their queso. Will the judges think that their margaritas are the best? Let's find out.
Grew tired of the rat race, even tired of her sweet face.
This was a very good margarita. It was more on the citrusy side, which I do prefer rather than the non-citrusy side. I would say if there was maybe a little bit less ice, I would have liked that. But overall, a good margarita. Had very good presentation. The fruit was a nice, refreshing touch. The pineapple was very delicious. Overall, good margarita.
It's very smooth. This one is great for a house margarita, but their Patron Skinny is the next. That's where it's at.
The first margarita I had was very pretty, well presented. I think if you're eating it with a meal, it's a perfect margarita.
I loved that they added in the pineapple, the orange, and the lime because it really added to the sourness of it. I probably would have less ice, but I do enjoy it. I actually would recommend the Patron Skinny because that was the margarita that I would continuously drink. First of all, it comes with this beautiful garnish. I feel like if you order the light or the skinny margarita, it comes so fresh and it feels so good. I love this margarita.
Leaning on my Chevy, rolling through the letters, trying to get to where I'm.
One of the best margaritas I've had in Toledo.
It's damn delicious. So when you get an opportunity, come out here to El Patron right here on Holland, Spain. You don't want to miss it. It's a great time. Come on out, try the food for yourself, try the margaritas for yourself, see what you think. My personal favorite, just like the judges, the Patron Skinny. Mwah, beautiful, light, refreshing. I absolutely loved it. Come out and try it for yourself.
Before we get to your news.
So, Adrian and his team from El Patron.
Boy, that looks so much fun. But you know what would have been good as an invite there? That looks like it was a good time.
You were out of town that weekend, so it didn't even matter. And Lynn was part of round 2, so.
All right, that's fine.
Matt Heckert says, "Hey, Marco, your hair is looking great today." I feel like people are just saying this now to try to
don't
make
get mad because they like my hair. I'm Italian and I've got a good head of hair. I know you're known for hair, but that doesn't mean my hair is better than yours.
Strickland, good morning to you as well. Oh man, such fun. What's going on this week? It's a slow weekend. It really is.
Well, we're getting ready to do our thing, so you better have something.
I've got stuff.
Okay.
I've got stuff.
All right. Hold that thought.
All right.
We just got 30 seconds. All right. Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town here on K100, Toledo's country music station. Your sports report here brought to you by Zavosky's Custom Meats in Delhi, and the Ohio State women play today at noon on ESPN, taking on Maine. Toledo advances to the second round of the WBIT with a win over Cleveland State 76-68 last night, and now hosts St. John's Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Savage. Bowling Green falls 75-63 to Butler in the opener of the Women's National Invitational Tour tournament. Not good for them. In the NHL, the Red Wings beat the Islanders 6-3 last night. The Walleye are at the Huntington Center tonight against Fort Wayne. That puck drops at 7:15. That'll be a fun game to check out. And, of course, everybody talking about their upsets on March Madness. There were kind of a lot of them. But the big one, probably this, maybe.
Edwards puts it in. 3.9. John Calipari calls timeout. Follow me. Nope. Reeves puts up a 3. No good. And Oakland with a March memory of a lifetime.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And their coach, incredible, has spent his whole career there. Chuck knows him really well. They used to compete together in basketball and in track and field. And he said he was such a tremendous athlete and a great guy. And what an incredible career moment for him. But yeah, There's not very many people who
had Kentucky
them taking the win over Kentucky. I'm sure.
Number 11 beat number 6. Number 11 Oregon beat number 6 South Carolina. Number 9 Michigan. Well, they didn't do bad either here.
Let's get Trey Ford in the game as well. Jaquan Scott. That's going to take us to the finish line. Tom Izzo, a 9 seed, an 18-point win over Mississippi State.
Michigan State's Tom Izzo and his win there. They won 9 seed, beat an 8 seed. So there were a few upsets here, but that is your sports report.
That's enough sports. Lynn's got your fix in the 419.
Did you get that? Congrats out to the University of Toledo Rockets, the women.
I did not.
They got their win last night over Cleveland State in that inaugural tournament, the WBIT. So they beat Cleveland last night 76-68. That was a very good game as well. So they go on to play one more this weekend and hopefully take another W in that column and land up being the winners of this cool tournament.
Yeah.
Love it. And congratulations, Trisha Culp and the whole team. You guys are absolutely amazing, giving us one more thing to be proud of in the Glass City. And if you live in Maumee, here's something very cool to be proud of. They have made it into the Elite 8 of the Strongest Town contest.
Yeah.
So their round 3 voting is closed out now, and they are among those finalists. So that is so exciting. We had the mayor of Maumee, Jim McDonald, in the other day, and we were talking about this, and he was hoping that people would go step up and vote, and apparently it worked. They did. A strong town, if you're not aware, it's a town, big or small, that prioritizes making progress in transportation, housing, and fiscal resiliency for the long-term benefit of its people.
Yeah.
So there were a whole bunch of communities at the outset, and Maumee is really making strides in being among the finalists. They are competing against Selma, North Carolina, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, Norfolk, Nebraska, Norman, Oklahoma, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Edmonton, Alberta, and Medicine Hat, Alberta. So big congratulations. Keep an eye on that. And I'm sure they'll be asking for your votes as it gets down to the nitty gritty on that.
Yeah, we're going to help them out for sure. All right, very good.
Filling you in on fun in the 419.
Fun in the 419. Nobody better to bring that than Guy in the 419.
Well, it is a slower weekend this weekend than it was last week, and it's much slower than I'm sure that it'll be this upcoming weekend, but there are still things to do. If you're looking to take your kids to go see the Easter Bunny, you can go to the Franklin Park Mall where you can see the Easter Bunny. Check the mall hours for when the Easter Bunny will be there.
Yeah.
They also have some fun things going on. There's a murder mystery at the Manor House. You can sign up. That's actually tonight. That's a fun little group activity that you can do. Of course, the Toledo Walleye is playing the Fort Wayne Comets tonight. Yeah. It is Margaritaville night, so you want to make sure that you bring out your Hawaiian shirts. I've had a lot of margaritas lately. I think maybe I could maybe not go tonight to that one. If you're looking to get more culture, you can go to the Above and Beyond exhibit at Imagination Station or the Brilliance of the Caravaggio exhibit over at the Toledo Museum of Art. Some wonderful things, kind of nice, calm, keep things before our big opening day weekend next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. That is going to be huge for that. So, all right, fantastic. Working on stories here for your country music news. Lynn, what do you got going on?
Oh, another country music artist getting into the bar business, sort of. And we've got an iconic country band who's back on the road. We'll tell you who.
All right, love that. We'll do your country music news in just a few minutes here. It's Lynn and Marco. We're live on Facebook. It's Friday Facebook Live, so join us right there and watch us do 4 straight hours of a podcast while we do this radio show here. All right.
I had to take my headphones off because I was hearing the echo right in my ear. I was like, I can't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's hard for a lot of people. Not me, but I mean.
Well, you have a lot of voices in your head, though, so it's pretty par for the course.
This is true.
Speaking of par for the course, we were definitely teased with a couple weeks of warm weather, and we're like, hey, spring is here. This is it. This is good.
This is the worst time of the year for me. I almost pushed myself down the stairs the other day. Just because, I've been out already golfing in shorts, in a short sleeve shirt.
Yep.
And then today I'm like, dude, it's 29. What are we doing? What'd you say? I was ranting.
If you push yourself you down the stairs, I'm sorry, but I want to see it on camera.
Right.
I meant throw myself. Whatever.
All right.
I was not happy.
So we have some fun things that are coming up for our followers right now. Mark your calendars for April 26th. That is going to be our adult skip day.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
What that entails is that on Friday, April 26th, we're going to meet in downtown Toledo. right across from Fifth Third Field.
Right.
And we're gonna load up in a Team Johnson party bus, and we're gonna hit the road. And we've got a couple places in mind, including the casino. This is for our first trip. We're gonna stay pretty local. The ones in the future, we're planning on maybe taking little day trips, maybe out to Port Clinton,
right?
Some other areas around the 419. But if you want to participate, here is the qualification that you need to participate. You have to be able to go.
You got to be able to skip on that Friday.
Yes, you have to be able to.
We're not going to work.
You can't say that you're going to go and then all of a sudden the day of go, oh, something came up.
Right.
If that happens, you will not even be qualified to be on the next one. So
it's kind of a ban.
Yes. So you have to make sure. So take a look at your schedules right now and see if that is something that you can do. And if it's something that you could do, then what you'll do is you'll private message me and say, hey, I'd like to be on here. What we're going to do is it's going to be limited seating, but you're going to be able to bring a +1.
Right.
So it'll be you and a +1. But it's a great idea. We have all these people that are commenting here on our section here, our comment section, and it's cool when people get to see each other.
Right.
I was just saying last night, Kevin Webb and AJ Arnold met each other for the first time, and that was kind of cool. They've obviously seen each other commenting, so it's kind of neat to see.
Yeah.
People meeting in person. So
yeah, and then we're all gonna skip together. We're gonna get in this bus, and there may be drinks there. We don't know, but we'll be having some fun.
We do know.
We do know. Maybe. We'll see.
It's basically a big mobile party.
Yeah, and then we'll cruise down. I think the casino is definitely in that future, but also I don't know, some other places as well. So. But it's not going to cost you anything other than what you spend at wherever we go.
Right.
You're kind of on your own for your own food and things like that. But it's going to be a great time. So stay tuned for more details on that. But mark your calendar for April 26th. That is when it's going to happen. And also other things that are going on. We got to talk about things going on. The music scene. And the music scene, of course, we need to. Where do we go? Go to the Music Now with Andy Joe.
Toledo, St. Patty's Day was rocking all weekend long. If you were lucky enough to catch last weekend's lineup of shows, then you were lucky, and I know you had an awesome St. Patty's Day weekend. For me, it was spent with great family, friends, and fans. This weekend's lineup of bands, you'll be sure to have a great time checking them out. So if you're feeling like rocking out this Friday, you can catch Screaming Heathens at the Beer Stoop or JP and the Big Deal at Kickstand starting at 9. Both bands will have you rocking out all night long. Or if anybody's looking to go downtown, head to the Blarney to see Steve Kennedy jam out. And Saturday, if you're still rocking and rolling, you can catch the Red Carpet Crashers at Bar 145 at 9:30. They'll be rocking all night long. If you're looking to slow things down a little bit, head to Quimby's to see Jordan and Josh starting at 7. Be on the lookout for all your Music Now Fridays on K100 and Guy in the 419 live with yours truly, Andy Joe Taylor.
So there we go. The Music No with Andy Joe. She's going to be singing. She's going to be performing at Cock and Bull next week.
Nice.
Depending on the weather, they're either going to have a big tent for her right there on that field across from home plate.
I think it's the base.
I know sports. And or she'll be inside the Cock and Bull. But she's going to be performing the national anthem. That's day.
Awesome.
So pretty sweet. So that's the Music No with Andy Joe. Thank you, Andy. You can check her out. Make sure you follow her page and see where she's gonna be performing around town as well. Do you want to learn the Zillenial word of the day?
Let's learn it.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Here we go.
Hey everybody. Zillenial slang of the day with Rebecca. No cap, I'm excited. Now what does that mean? What did I just say? Did that sound foreign to you? It's because cap means to lie. So if I say no cap, it means I'm serious. You better take me seriously.
She
fist up.
Oh, when she comes in today for spilling the tea, she's gonna be She went back and watched my rant last week about Zillenials and how unoriginal they are.
Oh boy!
And
she's fire. She's a redhead. She's fiery.
She is fiery.
You're not gonna
no cap.
Well. No cap.
No cap.
Good one.
She's fiery.
Well, we need a bell in here to ring every time we do. All right, hold that thought. We're gonna do country music news here. Chris Stapleton, who will be at the Huntington Center, and that is going to be a great show. We got a lot of great shows coming up. I know we keep saying that, but it's totally true. Look for today, mainly cloudy, morning snow. That is going to be fun. Get the toboggans out, everybody. Maybe the sleds. I don't know if there's a hill we can get down. Evening rain later, high 42. Tonight, that rain changes back to snow. 28. That'll be fun, isn't it? I gotta find my mittens again.
We might actually see a little accumulation. You're making fun, but you might need to shove them.
I don't know. I'm going to move to Florida.
It's 29 now at K100. Your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. Cars arriving daily, right car, right price. Right now, traffic is brought to you by Towers Armory, home of the CCW class. And we do still have a situation there at 795 and Tracy Road. Looked like it was a 3-car collision. A lot of emergency vehicles on the scene.
What? Police on the scene. You know what I mean?
Working real hard to get that cleared up. As of right now, I would suggest still avoiding the area if you are able to do it, though they are getting traffic by. You do also have an accident now reported in 75 southbound at Buck Road. And those look to be our only trouble spots. 419-240-1000. Call or text if you see anything else. The line is sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
All right, time to figure out what's going on in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee.
Of course, you got bar after bar after bar by owned or operated or named for country artists all along Lower Broadway and expanded beyond down there in the Nashville area. Old Dominion, Luke Combs, among the latest, Eric Church and Garth Brooks. All have just recently gone that club owner route, and now you can count Lainey Wilson among them, but only sort of. Lainey's teaming up with bourbon brand Barman 1873 for a Lainey Wilson themed pop-up bar. Hold My Bourbon Bar.
Yeah, pretty cool.
A pop-up bar. That sounds like a kind of cool idea. I don't know if it's going to be seasonal or what they're going to do.
Well, it's only going to be open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
There you go. All right. Love it. Okay. Yeah. And I guess it's going to be decked out in Western decor while her songs play through the speakers. Fans can sit there, sip on specialty cocktails cooked up by Lainey herself. 24's been an incredible year. So she says she's thrilled to have Barman come along for the ride.
Yeah.
So if you're not happy about Beyonce being a part of the country, well, you're probably not going to be happy about Dr. Dre wanting to be in on it too.
What?
We got Post Malone, his Morgan Wallen single coming. He's teasing that on Instagram. It looks like it's going to be a good one. That collaboration.
I got a clip of that one.
And do you?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, it's Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
Interested to hear the comments now. When they first teased that in December, they actually pulled it down off of social media because there were so many negative comments about it. Yeah. So it's like, I guess it's a much more polished form now. So it was really not about Post getting into country. It was about the fact that they weren't digging the song.
Wow.
But they do say it's a lot more polished now. And I think that sounds pretty darn good. And I think that Morgan's going to keep Post sounding pretty country.
Yeah.
But anyway, as far as Dr. Dre goes, he wants to produce a Dolly Parton album someday. He says he recognizes greatness. Jolene, one of his favorite songs, and he really hopes to reach out and work with Dolly. And you know how Dolly is. She's going to say, let's do it.
Yeah, collaboration.
Dierks Bentley put his own spin on Tom Petty's American Girl recently, but in the music video for the cover, how cool is this? If you look at it and you see that amazing Rickenbacker guitar he's playing, it's Tom Petty's.
Really?
Yeah. So he says, talking about really channeling him and just, feeling, the love for him and the respect for that artist. He really did when he was playing that guitar. His version of American Girl featured on the forthcoming Petty Country, a country music celebration of Tom Petty. Release date and track going to be announced in the next week or two. And mentioned an iconic band hitting the road again, talking about Alabama. Roll On 2 2024 tour. They're down a member, but Alabama, the band's still going strong. And even though Jeff Cook passed away in 22, the group announced that they will be on tour again this year.
Wow.
And they're going to feature special guest artists at select live concert dates, including the Marshall Tucker Band, Diamond Rio, Jamie Johnson, Bellamy Brothers, and Lee Greenwood, who supposedly had retired, but apparently back on stage. But we will check out dates and venues for that and make sure that you're aware of anything coming close.
For sure.
If you need anything more on these artists or stories, make sure you check out our Facebook page and the website, K100country.com.
Lynn and Marco, weekday morning starting at 5.
Back.
These buttons right here are very sensitive.
You like
I
them?
think my sleeve just hit narrowly grazed the red button and it turned on.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It was crazy. I caught it though, luckily.
Yeah.
But
that sounds like kind of an excuse that you missed.
You
gotta be honest. It sounds like
it just did. It was only for a hot second. It was just as I was adjusting the
so
levels there.
bear that in mind if you do bring in the shot collar. It'll be
Right.
his sleeve.
That's right.
I like it. Sleeves. I'm writing it down here.
Oh, good morning, Diamond Diesel. It's her birthday today.
Happy
Birthday to you. And Trenton Strickland says there's a disabled semi-blocking exit to Inslee Road on I-75 southbound, mile marker 168.
Really?
Thank you.
So thank you, Trenton, for that.
Date. Love it.
Oh, let's see. What was I going? I was Kevin Webb. That's what I was gonna get. Kevin Webb. What he wants to lock down a date in April when you guys are gonna be in town. When you're gonna be in town,
right?
I'm guessing it's probably got to be before the Chuck's having his surgery, right?
Yes.
So he's having a surgery when?
April 16th.
April 16th. So we're looking at then the weekend of.
Does it have to be a weekend?
I think that's the best time to do it, is it not? We can talk. We can figure something out.
I'm here every day during the week.
Okay.
Every other weekend I go get my son. So, but it's just the way I have to do on a weekend that I don't do that.
Right. So, what? I'll tell you what. We got some next week. I'm going to have some videos of a montage video of the different April Fool's Day jokes that I've played on my children over the years.
There's a ton.
And there's quite a few. There's quite a few. And
you just sit around thinking of things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, yeah.
I'm trying to think of. And they're going to hate it too. And you know what's great is they're actually going to be home from school because it's our spring break. So they'll be able to see the show.
Perfect. All day long, you can terrorize.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude.
And so, no, they'll be home on Friday during the show when I'm showing this video.
Oh, okay. Because they're old enough to be getting you back now.
Oh, they've tried.
I'm sure.
They have absolutely tried.
So that means they haven't succeeded.
Correct.
And you're quite bragging.
They are not quite the master yet.
You tell Julia to call me
They
because
have
I
a
got
lot to learn.
few that I could share.
Let's see, Julia. One of the ones I did was I took a Brussels sprout. I cooked a Brussels sprout, and then let it cool, and then you roll it in chocolate, and then put some sprinkles on it. It looks like a cake pop.
Of course it does.
Right? Looks like on a stick. Looks like a cake pop.
Yeah.
But the brilliance of it, it's not just, you can't just do that, right? You can't just do that and be like, hey, you want a cake pop? I mean, you probably could do a child, but for me, you gotta make them think it's their idea, right? So I come into the room eating a cake pop, right? And she says, is that a cake pop? And I said, yeah. She said, can I have one? I said, have you eaten your lunch yet? She goes, no. And I said, all right, I'll let you have one, but then you have to eat lunch. So it's like, oh, okay. It's like she's getting a deal.
It's
so
a setup.
So she bites into it. Immediately knew she was not a fan.
How can you not be a fan of that?
Of chocolate covered broccoli. How can you not? When your taste buds are set for something else and you bite into something like that, oh my God, it's got to be awful.
Poor Jack. We took his Cheerios, and you put a bowl of Cheerios, pour the milk in, put the spoon in, and you put it in the freezer overnight, so that the next morning
it just looks like
it looks like a bowl of cereal, but you can't get the spoon out. All right. He's trying so hard.
All right, that one's stolen. I've got to do that.
That's pretty good.
My niece is born on April 1st, and so that was my kid's favorite thing to do, was to prank her on her birthday. So every year they would come up with something. But one of the things that was kind of the grossest, have you ever done the toothpaste in the middle of the Oreos? Yes, exactly. You swipe out that white frosting, you find white toothpaste, you put it there. You cannot detect a difference before you bite into it.
That's amazing.
One of my favorites.
Yeah,
See, I like the physical stuff. So one of I would do this with my parents all the time. But like when you have like you're washing dishes, you have that little thing that you could spray.
Yeah.
So you just take some tape and you tape it around the thing so it's squeezed so that when they turn on the water, it squirts.
Oh, sure.
That's the best one.
Absolutely.
My dad fell for that like 9 years in a row.
My grandpa pulled that one.
I've done that multiple times, but I forget that I do it. And
and you just squirt yourself. Yeah.
Or it's a funny one. You swap out somebody's contact solution with bleach.
Yo, that's a good one.
Hilarious.
That one is a nice
right? Oh my god!
Now the emergency room bill is a little hefty, but
that is the last April Fool's joke you ever need to pull.
No, it's funny because they go blind. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You have a dark side, Patrick.
I do. I'm kidding. Don't ever do that. All right. They go back. Yeah, they go back to school on April 1st. Yeah, I know that.
Is the radio on?
16 seconds. It
No,
says we've
radio's not
got
on.
Good Feet Store. We got to stop here. What is that? That's
It's not giving us
Let me
the
get that out
live
of
thing anymore. But
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. M. Gab Vlogs. I don't know who that is.
I'm
We're not
almost
joining
positive you screwed that up.
No, that's what MG Gab Vlogs. That's the, and it says, hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Nice. Well, who do we join?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're joining us. I'm not really sure.
good evening. So maybe they're on the other side.
Maybe. Are you on
Are
the
we
other
back
side
in
of
Russia?
Are you? No, we're banned in Russia.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We might be back though.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. They're pretty stubborn over there.
Yeah.
So they don't want to.
I'm coming out with a ban in Russia t-shirt. So
We actually should. So we there's a whole list of shirts that I think that we could put out. Well, Rebecca created a really cool logo for us.
Nice.
So we're going to be giving away those shirts. That's also one of the things you'd be getting on this.
oh, really?
On this,
Nice.
yeah, you'd be getting one of our t-shirts. And oh yeah, there's a couple that I want to put out. The little saying, I'm excited for. I got to get the word out. I got to talk to Jerry and Maggie and whoever else about price and stuff like that. But we got a couple people interested in having us out to their place in the morning.
Wonderful.
I know that's a big hassle, but what if it could be a bar that's open first thing in the morning?
I mean,
Let's do it.
That's the best place.
You know,
like a bar
with
or
food.
cafe. Yeah,
and they have food.
This is so people can actually hang out and
Right.
Come and
They
exactly.
come and they can eat. And there'll be different specials going on.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot of fun. So I got to talk to Jerry about that. But also the food thing. I had the opportunity 2 weeks ago to go and try the food at Fifth Third Field. And so now I'm doing one every single day. I'm doing a food review every single day of each of the food items leading up to opening day.
Nice.
But once that's done, what I want to do is I think the three of us should do this. If you're both up for it, or if one of you or both of you, it'd be better if it was both of you. But to go around to the different restaurants that are around Fifth Third Field.
I love that idea.
Do it like they can take like maybe a new item that they're trying to push out, or maybe I always like doing the ones that, man, we've got a really good food. We got a great menu item, but nobody ever orders it.
Right.
Because they just don't know about it. So if we could highlight that and really get the word out, I think it'd be great.
We're just going to do we're going to it has to be quick because we're late as all get out. Hold that thought.
Okay.
We're going to be only gone for a minute or a second. It's Morgan Wallen. It's Morgan Wallen last night. Just heard he's got a little duet with, is they call it a duet anymore?
It's a collaboration.
Is that what they're doing?
A
collab with Post Malone. We listened to it. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
We got tickets to see a great show here before you can even buy them.
Brett Young tickets go on sale at 10 o'clock this morning. But yes, one more chance to beat the box office. We'll give you that shot next hour. And don't forget, Zach Brown world premiere day. Be listening in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll be working on playing their song pretty much all throughout the day. But your first chance to listen in the 9 o'clock hour with us.
The world premiere coming up here. It's Lynn and Marco on K100. Okay, they're back.
There we go.
So I like it. I like the shirts. The idea. Do you have a shirt guy?
I do have a shirt guy.
Of course he has a shirt guy.
I have a guy for everything. Sometimes they're girls.
He's got look,
Yeah.
his shirt.
Well, I meant
his-
guy at a,
Oh yeah, look, I mean, look,
in
come
a
on.
general
I never go out.
Like, hey guys, kind of a thing.
I told you about what I did last week after the show that I went to. I was asked to come to Perrysburg High School
Oh
for
yeah.
their career day.
Yes. How did that go?
And high school kids, they're freshmen. You can't read them. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. They could have loved me. They could have hated me. I would have no idea.
Yeah, that's just like a regular kid.
Because I just get no reaction
Right.
whatsoever.
Now, when you were a teacher, what grade did you teach?
I taught seniors.
Okay.
But they knew me, so you kind of get to know, as you know, when you see the kids every single day and you spend spend the whole period with them and stuff like that, you get to know them and you kind of get to know their reactions and stuff like that, and they become comfortable with you, and so they're, But this here's this 41-year-old fat guy that's talking about being an influencer. They're like, who is this guy? This is not.
I think it was
influencers come in all shapes.
Exactly
right.
Which is, you're
Exactly
reminded
right.
of like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it, right?
Not really.
But
what
I gave
meant.
them. I felt like I gave some good advice as far
Well,
as
give us some examples.
when creating basically I gave some tips, and I basically and they're kind of life tips too. So but when you're doing this, you have to you've got to, if you want to be an influencer, you want to be on social media, you want to promote, you have to find something that you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, like I could never create a social media page about muscle cars. I mean, I think they're cool, but I have absolutely no passion for it whatsoever.
Right.
So I would never be able to create a lot of content,
right?
Because you have to be able to live your content. Whatever you're promoting, you have to be able to live that day in and day out. It should be everything. It should always be on your mind. You're always finding creative new ways to go about promoting those kind of things. So that's the first one. The second one is that it kind of leads into that, which is you have to put stuff out every single day.
It is constant.
You cannot go like I'll put something up and I'll put something up next week. You absolutely cannot do that. It has to be every single day.
Yeah.
What else did I had a full, you know what? I had it written down. I didn't look at my notes when I was talking, obviously, because I am better than that. But it's been a week. And
why would you take notes and then not look at them?
Well, I didn't look at them when I was talking.
Oh.
Because I had it memorized. You create your brand. You have to create, so whatever your brand is, everything kind of has to be familiar, right? So if you're doing like, whether it's a logo, a color scheme, the way in which you're presenting yourself, that all has to stay, you have to be consistent with it so that when people see it, they recognize it immediately. People see this logo and they recognize the logo first before they recognize my face. Actually, what's becoming more iconic is the hair. The people are seeing the hair and they're like, hey,
that's getting ready to go.
It might get ready to go. And then the last thing that I said, and this was probably the most important thing, and this is really the life lesson is, and this is the reason I've seen other people fail in doing what I do. Make it about other people. Make every single thing you do. I cannot promote myself. I can't do it other than putting a logo. But even my logo, it doesn't say Pat McCarty. It's just this guy in the 419. But you make other people successful. And if you make it about other people, you make other people successful, you will have success. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's the best piece of advice you could give somebody, whether they want to be an influencer or just be successful in life.
Right.
So that's good information to pass along. And I think that gave them a lot of food for thought.
Thought I had
Good
a
for
good
you.
message there.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I said I've got an internship thing, but they're all freshmen. They don't drive, so you got to be able to drive. But I am looking for if anybody knows if there's somebody a student out there, like it's maybe a senior in high school, and they're doing. I know there's at Northview they do a internship program, and I actually have an intern from Northview that is creating some content for me.
Nice. What are they doing?
He just goes around, basically did what I did when I first started off, which is going to businesses and he filmed stuff. And I said I want it ready for TikTok. I want it TikTok, because that's what I need to build up more right now. That's what I need to focus on building more.
Yeah.
And So yeah, he's doing that. He goes in. He has to introduce himself to the business owner. He has to try to get an interview. Maybe do an interview with them, whatever it may be. But and then I circle back around, and if I can get business from it, then they get paid. So it's a win-win. But he's not venturing out into. He's kind of wading in the kiddie pool right now. He's not really venturing off into.
Yeah, it's tough.
Other territories. It is.
They should be fearless.
You have to.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to be, you got to be able to face that rejection.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be able to face the rejection.
This is why I couldn't be a salesperson. Because I'm not fearless and I hate rejection, which is why every effort I ever made to get into any kind of sales could not do it.
Well, I'm used to rejection, so for me,
you make a great salesman.
So easy.
Not me.
I almost expect it.
Let's see what else happened over the week. Oh, I saw Lynn over the weekend.
Yes.
At the Mommy Bay Brewing
Company there to enjoy extra stout on stage.
That was fun. That was a good time.
What a really cool thing for your children to be able to have those kind of memories of family up on stage,
right?
And the joy that music brings to people, and they get to be a part of it, not just even on the dance floor, but even getting to be invited up on the microphone.
Julia
is
got
so
to get up
cool.
and sing a song, and
she's so lovely, and she is so talented. Speaking of which, her show went great.
The show was wonderful, Annie Jr., and they just announced the show yesterday for the show next year, which is Shrek the Musical.
And I'm assuming she's ready to get on board and be a part of that one.
And my son, too. Actually, both sons want to be a part of it. So
nice.
We might have all three of them out of the house for a couple nights a week, which is great. Which would be wonderful. Yesterday was Jack's birthday. And we, so happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack. How old is he?
He's 8 now.
Cool.
And he's found a love for Indiana Jones.
Nice.
And, growing up, I loved.
Was that the hat?
What's that?
He had that hat on.
Yes.
It's cool.
So when I was a kid, I know that you've experienced this when you're like, Mom, I want McDonald's. And your mom's like, no, we have stuff for hamburgers at home. But it's always that big patty that they put on bread. And then it's crinkle fries and the bread. Yeah, it's not McDonald's.
It's not McDonald's.
So when I was a kid, my dad had this kind of fedora hat, and then there was this. It was as close to Indiana Jones as a kid in the 80s could get, But I always thought, man, it would be so cool if I could look just like Indiana Jones. So when my son Jack was saying that he wanted like a brown leather jacket to look like. I was like, okay. So I looked out. I found a brown leather jacket. It's a little long in the sleeves, but it'll grow into it. And I was like, well, what else is there? So I found a brown fedora. I was like, oh, this is cool. And as I keep going through Amazon, I'm looking. I found a beige shirt that he could wear.
So it's turning into a costume.
Yes, 100%. And then I'm on there, and I was like, wow.
You didn't get a whip.
He's got to have a whip. Gotta have a whip. He opened that package yesterday and his eyes lit up like he could not believe.
Oh, wow.
He didn't have to use a jump rope. It was a legit whip.
Cool.
So this is me projecting.
This is K100. This is K100. Lynn and Marco. We're sponsored by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. You can find us online, on air, and on your phone. And today, all over social media, it is a Friday Facebook Live. Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, here with us today. And we're doing the whole 2-show thing in one.
Absolutely. And we've got tickets to go see Brett Young. So stand by for that. The tickets aren't on sale yet, but we got them. And more Friday Facebook Live coming up.
It's 7:04 and time for your latest look at news.
Good morning. I'm Sasha Bray with the check of your 13 Action News headlines. A man was able to escape his burning home in Toledo overnight thanks to an alert neighbor. Firefighters say the flames broke out in the back of the house on Chestnut about 1 a.m. The homeowner says he woke up to hearing his neighbor pounding on his door. The Red Cross is assisting him. Just a few hours before that, several apartments were evacuated when a fire broke out in a building on Cherry Creek Lane, not far from Swan Creek Metro Park. Toledo firefighters told us 4 units were involved. They think it started in the basement. No one was hurt. School will open as usual this morning at East Broadway Elementary in Toledo following a scare that involved a student getting arrested yesterday. A Toledo Public Schools spokesperson confirmed that staff was alerted that an 8th grader was carrying that weapon. He was called to the office to be searched, became angry, and left the building. That's when authorities say he tried to hide the gun off school grounds. He was arrested, and TPS says he could be expelled. Now you're up to the minute. I'm Sasha Bray with 13 Action News.
K100 weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Cars arriving daily. Right car, right price right now. Here's 13 ABC meteorologist Dan Smith.
Well, our morning rain snow mix likely won't amount to all that much on the Ohio side of things. Dusting a half inch to the north, dusting a half inch on this side of the state line with a late evening round. A high between 40 to 45 degrees in Toledo today, low 50s down towards Findlay. 28 overnight, 40 tomorrow under partly sunny skies. From the 13 Action News First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dan Smith.
It's 29 now, K100 right now. Traffic is brought to you by Towers Armory, the largest firearms inventory in Northwest Ohio. Accident at 795 westbound at Tracy Road. Still an issue. Left lane of traffic is blocked, and there's still emergency vehicles there at the scene.
Police on the scene, you know what I mean?
Accident 75 south at Buck Road. Also still an issue. Right lane of traffic is blocked there. Don't see any other traffic challenges right now. We'll keep an eye on things. Make sure that you're aware of anything as it comes up. But if you spot it first, please get a hold of us at 419-240-1000. That line is sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door and a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
At KNR, we think you deserve more compensation than your lawyer. We operate on contingency, so there's no risk.
Okay, we're bringing that. I
No.
mean, one sleeve touch is enough.
The cameras. The camera.
Oh, the camera's
Yeah,
off.
thing.
What is going on? God damn it.
Let's see.
Lynn, you got to talk to the only one on.
You're the only one
it's
on,
a
Lynn.
few minutes past 7 o'clock right now. Finally, Friday. You know what that means. The Big Dead Skunk song coming up on the other side of these. And I do have to send out an apology to Doghouse Rob. If you are watching, if you're listening today, I promised you that we would get you some asses and elbows on. And I am not going to be able to make it happen. This song's not in the system anymore. I got to talk to the boss. I don't know. Sugarland's down in Mississippi. It's disappeared. It's not there. So I'm going to have to get on Jerry and make sure that it gets back in there. But so sorry about that, Rob. I did tell him I would get that on today.
Oh,
but
see, look at this. This is the crappy camera that I have on on my
yeah, I see that you're crazy.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah, it's not good
because this thing comes unplugged. It jolts a little bit and then it knocks both cameras off, and that's the issue.
So okay, so Marco. That's not your seat next to you. That's across the way.
Yeah, now I can do this.
There you are.
There I am. And that's a little, that's not a good angle. We'll just leave that over there.
Yep, we're going to need that one. We'll have guests coming in the studio. What time did you say your
that's
guests?
a great, yeah. Let's see. Well,
we're going to have somebody in from the Imagination Station, Sutton
yeah.
Reeks or Andy Roman. I'm not sure which of the two lovely ladies are going to be with us today, but we're only 17 days out from the solar eclipse. And so we want to keep people informed about all the activities and events going on at the Imagination Station and in the area. Make sure you get glasses, the right ones, and where you can do that at. And yeah. And I want to ask them about the fact that it looks like this path of totality that's such a rare thing that we're in the middle of, it's going to happen a second time for this region.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like if I read the headlines right, 2099, we're in the path of totality again.
Okay.
We won't be around to see it.
What's that?
We won't be around to see
No.
it. But again, just for the region to be in the path of totality for a second time when that eclipse happens, which is such a rare thing, it's kind of weird. So
because isn't that like it comes around like every 375 years, I think is the.
I don't know. See, I don't quite understand that, which we need to ask them about too, because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But this one's 2099, I think, is the next one.
Normally, I think they said normally it's 375 years.
All right.
And will it be a total eclipse or will it be partial in 2099?
We'll ask our solar eclipse ambassador. Maybe
right.
she'll better know than me.
Should I did some, I did a solar eclipse trivia yesterday.
Did you?
Yesterday with, should I ask them?
Yes.
Should I ask them my trivia
Ask
questions?
the expert.
All right. We'll see if I can stump them.
Yep. Or if you, as a guest, you have a guest question and you want to ask the expert, it'll be opportunity for you to do that.
Yes. All right.
So Otterbein Village, they've got something
the
fun coming
Otterbein
up.
Sunset House over on Indian Road in Ottawa Hills. They are having their Easter things, spring flings and Easter things, I think is what it's called. Molly will tell you all about it.
Nice.
And she's going to be in here in just a little bit they open up their grounds to a lot of different events. They have a Halloween event, they have a Christmas event, a Grandparents' Day, something like that. So I can't. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, happy day. Here we
You're
go.
back. All right.
There we go. There's that one. And there I am.
There you are. That looks so much better.
Oh my gosh. And then let's get Marco on here as well. And then I'm not going to move my computer at all. There we go. All right. So we'll get this put on. It drives me nuts.
Do you hear that music? It's a little loud. Is that Marco's headphones?
That's my headphones.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. And let's see. Let's go like
Ed Skunk.
boom. There we
Tradition. For many years.
I used to listen. I used to work at UPS. This was back in 2004. This was back in 2004. Yeah. So about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I would get off my shift. I worked during the day. I'd get off my shift. I'd get in the car right at about 4:30, right as the song was coming on.
Yeah.
Like all the time. And I would look forward to it
I know.
every day because it meant, because I didn't work Saturdays or Sundays, just worked Monday through Friday there. And it just meant the weekend is here.
Yeah.
And I longed to hear
And
this.
it's
And I
just
was so mad if I
silly,
missed it.
Just silly, just fun. I know. And as a matter of fact, when there was a transition here of our program director of this morning show, it kept coming up. Oh, maybe the song has had its day. Maybe we need to just lose it. Maybe. But we took it to the listeners. We made sure that they had a voice in it, and everybody. All right, not everybody. A huge majority of people said, "Do not lose it." You know, that's part of.
There would have been an
K100
uprising.
Yeah,
There would have been a lot of people very upset.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I
So
love it.
it's just fun. It's just I want to know who put that together.
I believe, I don't know if it was Gary or Harvey. It was Shores
Okay.
or Steele, one of the two.
They put that all the montage of all the clips and everything in there.
Yep.
It's just so fun. It's just so fun. And when I would love to know what was the do that and then Dead Skunk right after. What was the
I don't know.
They
had the craziest sense of humor. So who knows?
You know what's one of the things I love is that when people I tell them I'm that I work with K100 now, and they always bring up Shores and Steele. They always bring I used to listen to and the people that know them personally or knew them personally. It's amazing. Nobody. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a bad thing about them.
No, I agree.
Either one of them.
I agree.
So
I never talked to either of their ex-wives, though. But
well,
it's probably good.
So, Pat Wilson says I sing it every Friday morning.
Love that.
Good. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's a great time. This blah, 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 blah.
It's a good thing you don't
say
talk for a living.
words. This hour is sponsored by Costa Oil. Great company. If you haven't had your oil changed, I got to take my wife's van over there. I got to get that taken care of. But if you haven't been over there, here's what you're missing.
We don't know.
So there you go. Costa Oil, 10-minute oil change. They're great. They're clean. They're wonderful. That's where I go. And I've actually had a couple people in the past week, just within the past week, text me and say, hey, where's that place located? It's located on Dorr Street, right by Reynolds Road, across from the Reynolds Corner Library.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something fun to do this, if you're getting ready for Easter, I'm getting ready for Easter. Are you getting ready for Easter?
Trying
to get ready for Easter.
Yeah, I'm doing it a week early because my daughter's going to Florida with her husband's family. So
that's smart.
I'm trying to pull it together for Sunday, for Palm Sunday, and that's
Now, what about Easter baskets? Do you do anything with your granddaughter?
Yes.
Do you put up a little egg hunt or anything? What do you do?
Yes. But again, it's like because I'm forced to do this a week early with a few days notice, I don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. I'm pulling it all together between today and tomorrow.
I'll tell you what you can do. If you want to have a knockout Easter basket, go to Learning Express.
Oh, I love that store.
You go to Learning Express. They have this bunny trail, right?
Nice.
You go there, you pick out a bucket, and then you go around and you fill it with stuff. Right.
That is such a great idea.
And if it's filled with like 35 or more, the bucket is free. And not only that, but they will, at no additional cost, they will write the child's name on the bucket, and then they wrap it up for you. And it's wrapped in clear plastic wrap. These look beautiful.
Everything they do is just classy.
Check this out. I was able to go over there and film this. Yeah, so there you go. It's easy. They make it look so good so that when your kids find the Easter basket the next morning, boom, there it is. It looks beautiful. Or if you're a grandparent and you're competing with other grandparents and you want to look like the better grandparent.
All right, I'm going.
There you go. You push the buttons now.
We did that 11 years ago. So back when I was a teacher, this was probably the best thing that, the best vacation we've ever had. Not the best vacation we ever had. It just the way it worked out. We were going down with friends to North Carolina, called Curie Beach, North Carolina. And 2 weeks later, my mom's side of the family was going to be in the Outer Banks. So we're like, dang, we don't want to drive back to drive back to Toledo and then drive back to Outer Banks.
Right.
So how can we figure out a way to stay in North Carolina for another week? So we were talking about it. And we were talking about how much my mom was really looking forward to playing on the beach with our new daughter, Julia. And I think within a week, my wife's mother was looking at places in North Carolina.
You just plant the seed.
Yeah. And so we did. We had a nice vacation with them too. So we actually ended up staying because I didn't work during the summer because I was a teacher. So we were 3 weeks in North Carolina.
Dude, you're so lucky.
It was amazing. And it was just great. We had a great time.
That sounds great.
We don't get to do that anymore. But
difference
it did
between having 1 and 4.
It did set in motion my mother-in-law wanting to do vacation. So she plans vacations with us every year, which we absolutely love. This year we're going down to Destin, Florida.
Destin,
that's where my daughter's family is.
Is that right?
Yeah, they go every year. They've gone every year
Destin,
like for 20 years.
Near Destin, Gulf Shores.
Really?
Gulf Shores. That's what it is. So,
all right.
No, we love it. We love vacation with them. They're a lot of fun. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they're wonderful people. So we love. There's some people that don't like spending time with their in-laws.
Some.
I get it. That can be trying sometimes, but I'm fortunate to marry into a very good family. So
yeah,
Destin, Florida is my favorite place. It is, but Destin, have you been to Destin? Dude, it's like walking on flour. I'm not even exaggerating. The beach is there. I don't know what it is, but it's the softest sand I've ever felt in my life. It's literally like pancake flour. It's unreal. Larry Marsh, good morning to you.
Larry, you made it.
Morning.
You made it. We were talking about maybe you weren't going to make it this weekend.
Yep.
And you made it.
I owe you $5. That's $6. All right. Other things that are going on in this area this weekend.
Do you want to do the Brett Young tickets here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a concert being announced at 9:00. I heard. I heard a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
Oh man.
Yeah, they keep coming.
Wow. All right. Do we get to go to any of these?
Well, Maybe.
You're like,
Yeah.
we? I don't know what this we thing is.
We is
Like,
tough.
Lynn and I are going.
Which
Yeah.
we are you speaking about?
We should have went last night.
Yeah.
I need to be done with my trivia. That's what I need to.
What? Yeah, dude.
I need to be done.
All
with
right,
it
hold
so I
that
can
thought.
Do things during the week.
Come on the radio with us. Jelly Roll, and Lainey Wilson there, K100, Toledo's country music station. We are Lynn and Marco, Friday Facebook Live. We are live now, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch. We're everywhere. We're on every channel you could possibly imagine. You can't get away from us. Pat McCarty here with us this morning. Thank you, Pat.
Hey, good morning.
Getting it all done here. We appreciate that. And, man, we got a lot of concerts coming up. We have a concert announcement coming up around 9.
Yes. So they keep on coming. The shows keep on coming. And of course, this on the heels of last night's Josh Turner show, which so many people say was just incredible.
Man, did you see all those texts?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, man, Josh Turner rocked it out. So good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course, there's been a recent announcement of Brett Young coming to the Rib Off this year. That's a July 27th show. The event happens the 26th through the 28th at the Lucas County Fairgrounds, and tickets will be available as of 10 o'clock this morning for purchase.
Right. But for tickets for giveaway, we can do that whenever we want.
Yeah, we've got one more pair, so we could help you beat the box office and get into that show for free.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Caller 10 will get you tickets to come hang out with us at the Rib Off. You'll be able to see the whole K100 staff there, and of course Brett Young later on that night. Caller 10 419-240-1000. Good luck.
Lynn.
All right.
K100 your caller 1. K100 caller 2, try again. K100 caller 3, dial back. K100 caller 4, try back. K100 your caller 5, try again. K100 caller number 6, try back. K100 caller number 7, try again. Good morning, K100 your caller number 8, try back. Good morning, K100. I am so sorry, but you are caller number 9.
No!
I'm sorry.
No!
Going to 10.
No!
She says sugar. Aw. Hello, K100. Who's this? Marissa, your caller number 10.
Nice! You did it!
I'm so excited.
You sound like a big Brett Young fan.
I love all country music, but yes, I love him too.
Well, you're going to get to see him live at the Rib Off. It's the 40th annual. It's going to be a huge event with him, especially on stage the 27th of July. And your tickets are free.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
You're welcome. Hold on for a minute, Marissa.
All right, so we had the opportunity to do an awesome thing with
Hi, Marissa, thanks
El
for
Patron.
hanging.
Check it out.
Yes.
What?
I'm talking out. I'm loading up.
Hey everybody, Pat McCarty, Guy in the 419 with another round of the Guy in the 419 Margarita Showdown. Our first stop tonight is out at El Patron, a brand new place right out here in Holland, Sylvania. They have the fanciest margaritas I've ever seen. They've got delicious food. My daughter Maggie loved their queso. Will the judges think that their margaritas are the best? Let's find out.
Well, I'm tired of the rat race, even tired of her sweet face.
This was a very good margarita. It was more on the citrusy side, which I do prefer rather than the non-citrusy side. I would say if there was maybe a little bit less ice, I would have liked that. But overall, a good margarita. Had very good presentation. The fruit was a nice, refreshing touch. The pineapple was very delicious. Overall, a good margarita.
Is very smooth. This one is great for a house margarita, but their Patron Skinny is the next. That's where it's at.
The first margarita I had was very pretty, well presented. I think if you're eating it with a meal, it's a perfect margarita.
I loved that they added in the pineapple, the orange, and the lime because it really added to the sourness of it. I probably would have less ice but I do enjoy it. I actually would recommend the Patron Skinny because that was the margarita that I would continuously drink. First of all, it comes with this like beautiful garnish. I feel like if you order the like light or like the skinny margarita, it comes so fresh and it feels so good. I love this margarita.
Leaning on my Chevy, rolling through the ladders, trying to get to where I.
One of the best margaritas I've had in Toledo.
It's damn delicious. So when you get an opportunity, come out here to El Patron right here on Holland, Spain. You don't want to miss it. It's a great time. Come on out, try the food for yourself, try the margaritas for yourself, see what you think. My personal favorite, just like the judges, the Patron Skinny. Mwah, beautiful, light, refreshing. I absolutely loved it. Come out and try it for yourself.
Little sangria, baby. Buenas noches.
Ram 1500.
Are we going back on? Are we going back on?
Well, we got to do a spot here real quick.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to. Have you ever forgotten a dental appointment? Frankel's office, Dr. Frankel's office, offers email, text, messaging, and personal telephone call appointment scheduling and reminders. Scheduling an appointment online is easy. Simply visit johnfrankeldentistry.com. You receive a telephone, a text message, or an email reminder of your appointment. If this service is not up your alley, all you do is opt out. Super easy.
But I wouldn't opt out. This is amazing to help keep busy people on track and keep your appointments, which is so important because if you've got anything going on and it's little in your mouth, they'll detect it with their state-of-the-art equipment and they'll make sure it doesn't become a big issue. And here's the really cool thing, too, about scheduling with Dr. Frankel. They know how busy you are, which is one of the reasons they wind up being your private secretary, but also why they make appointments available as early as 7:30 in the morning. You can even get some evenings, sometimes a Saturday. And if you have an urgent problem, they will see you same day.
Yeah, absolutely. They got new patients. You get free teeth whitening and more. State-of-the-art facility. Make sure you tell them you heard Lynn and Marco talking about it.
And now 3 locations. You've got Talmadge and Lasky in Toledo, Keystone Drive in Maumee, and Dustin Road in Oregon. Make your appointment at johnfrankeldentistry.com.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevy. Not everyone knows, but
All right, there we go. So we have Molly Good going to be joining us here really soon. She's going to be talking about some fun things going on this Tuesday at Otterbein Sunset House. They both got their headphones on. So.
You did it! I'm so excited.
You sound like a big Brett Young fan.
I love all country music, but yes, I love him too.
Well, you're going to get to see him live at the Rib Off. It's the 40th annual. It's going to be a huge event with him, especially on stage the 27th of July. And your tickets are free.
Thank you so much.
making mornings fun again. Lynn and Marco on Toledo's K100.
Congratulations to her. That's,
oh my God.
Man. That's always fun. Always fun. So I got to tell you, if you haven't been watching if you're not, first of all, if you're not following me on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, shame on you.
What are we doing?
How dare you?
Yeah.
But I've been putting up a lot of content for this amazing food that I've been trying out at Fifth Third Field, and it is absolutely amazing.
It looked good.
It looked good, but I'll tell you what, I've been eating so fresh lately with everything that I'm doing that was the only thing that I ate that day. And it was all processed food. It was delicious. Don't get me wrong. It was all delicious.
It looked like you were enjoying it.
I was enjoying it very much. But later that day, I kind of was like, oh,
not enjoying it.
I felt just off. And I think that's, if you eat nothing but processed food.
If you get away from that foods or sugars, you do realize the impact it has on you once you do splurge on it. Yeah.
Doesn't change the fact that it wasn't all delicious. So here it is.
We've seen some of the great new facilities that Fifth Third has to offer. And now it's time to try some of the new food that you'll be able to experience here at Fifth Third Field. Barbecue chicken nachos. Pizza pretzel dog. popcorn chicken basket. You see that eye twitch? Oh my God. That's the sauce. That's sauce. These fries. The brisket boy. Come on. Glass City cheesesteak dog. Heated hen donut sandwich. You better bring your napkins for this one. And for dessert, Far Out fries, named after Jamie Farr. I think that's apple butter you're dipping it in. Oh, that's so good. I am severely stuffed right now. So come out to the game. Come hungry. Go Hens.
I do.
Man, how do you have time for everything?
All right.
It's a lot.
So, yeah, it was delicious food. It was great. And now, all of a sudden, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Molly Good
Molly Good.
from the
Hello.
Otterbein Sunset House.
Good
All right.
morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on today. I'm so excited to be
Are we going
here.
on?
We are. So
Okay,
hold that
so hang
thought.
on. Hold that
Now
thought.
we're going to go on the actual radio.
Okay. No pressure.
Oh, Florida, Georgia line there. Cruise is K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco with you right here in your sports report, brought to you by Zavosky's Custom Meats in Delhi. Of course, everything is about the NCAA tournament, boys and girls style, and lots going on. The Ohio State women play today at noon. ESPN taking on Maine, and that is happening. Toledo advances to the second round of the WBIT with a win over Cleveland State, 76-68 last night. So congratulations
Way to go.
to them. Yeah, that is big. Now they host St. John's Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Savage Arena. BG falls 75-63 to Butler in the opener of the Women's National Invitational Tournament. So that wasn't great. And the Walleye are at home at the Huntington Center tonight against the Fort Wayne Comets. That puck drops at 7:15, and that is your sports report.
That's enough sports. Lynn's got your fix in the 419.
Of course, the biggest news out of that NCAA, Kentucky, done.
They call that a bracket buster.
Done. And you got to say congratulations to the folks up at Oakland. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game. So this is kind of cool. I actually take advantage of these each and every year that they've been offering up. City of Toledo announcing the 24 schedule of Clean Toledo recycling events. So they're working very hard to help keep neighborhoods and garages clean by offering up the free refuse and recycling drop-off events. And they make them so easy and convenient. There looks to be, 10, 15 of them or so. The very first one happening April 20th at Party for the Planet at the Toledo Zoo. So right there in conjunction with Earth Day. So, and then they'll wrap up in October at Ottawa Park. And new this year, the city is introducing a block-by-block program to help combat blight. So crews from the Division of Urban Beautification will canvass select neighborhoods and collect debris and recyclable materials from residents' curbs for absolutely free. So there's a map of the neighborhood boundaries. You can find that at toledo.org/gov. So we'll make sure that there's a link up on our Facebook page, but take advantage of these.
Absolutely.
Because this is these hard to recycle things.
Yeah. Filling you in on fun in the 419.
All right, fun in the 419. Nobody better than that, than Guy in the 419. What's up?
Well, it's kind of a slower weekend. I think people are still recovering from last weekend, getting ready for opening day next weekend, and really just kind of going out to different places. As Lynn said, we're just checking out, watching March Madness and all.
Yeah.
So things are kind of the same. However, this Tuesday at Otterbein Sunset House is a great event, and here in the studio with us is Molly Good, the coordinator of that event.
Morning, Molly.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having us on. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah.
So briefly tell us about what's taking place.
Well, we know that Easter is right around the corner, right? So we're taking a moment to celebrate that at our Otterbein Sunset House community on Tuesday, March 26th at 4:30 p.m. up on Indian Road in Ottawa Hills.
And what can people expect? First of all, it's got to be noted, this is a totally free event, open to the public.
Absolutely, it is. We would love for everybody to come out. Our residents love to see it over at the Otterbein Sunset House, which is a CCRC, a retirement community. So the more the merrier. Absolutely. Any opportunity that we have to open up our gates for intergenerational activity is definitely a plus for us.
And there's going to be the Easter Bunny there. There's going to be egg hunts. There's going to be food trucks.
Yes, we might have some characters come out from Alice in Wonderland. We have some amazing athletes of Northwest Ohio's going to be out. We've got carnival games, you name it will be there, and it is a not miss if you've got some little ones in your house.
And it's fun for all ages, and you're going to have the Easter egg hunt that's going to have different, this one's for 4 to 6 year olds, this one's for 7 to 9 year olds. So we don't have 12-year-olds running after eggs that the smaller kids are going to get.
It has never fared well for us in the past when that has happened. So yes, we're planning ahead this year. We're really excited, but we do encourage you to check out our Facebook page at Otterbein Sunset House for full details for the events, right down to the minute, because we really don't want you to miss a minute of this thing. It's going to be so much fun to get together and celebrate the holiday.
There we go. So Tuesday, March 26th at 4:30 p.m.
Nice.
That's right.
Very good. Well, thanks for hanging out. You'll be joining us live on Facebook here. So if you're on Facebook Live, we'll get more details on all that here coming up. And of course, the world premiere of Zach Brown Band. We've got that coming up in the 9 o'clock hour and a big concert announcement.
Yeah, make sure that you're here for both.
There we go. Good timing.
All right.
That was very good timing. So we're now because of Facebook Friday, we're able to go into a little more depth and everything like that because we're still on and you get to talk a little more. First, I think it should be said how I came to know.
I knew you were going to bring this up,
Molly
Pat.
Good.
Yes.
And I wish I had the video. I didn't think to put up the video. So this started it was January 1st, 2018.
That's great. 6 years ago.
That was, yep.
Yeah.
And I had just jumped into the Maumee River along with 1,800 other people, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I'm walking out, I'm shivering. This was a very impromptu thing that I decided to do at the last minute. So I didn't really know what was going on. I did have my cousin there with his drone, get some shots and stuff. But I'm like shivering. I've got my robe on and I'm making my way back up to the van because Beth Ann's got the van running. And I'm walking up and I've got my phone with me. I'm like, oh, who can I, is there somebody I could interview? And here's this woman standing there. And I wasn't, it was like I was walking this way and then just decided to walk this way instead. And as I walked that way, I see this woman standing there with a name tag on. And I thought, well, all right, if she's got a name tag on, she must be somebody official.
Oh, yeah. Somebody important.
So I went up and introduced myself and I was like, hey, can I do an interview with you about this? I was like, do you know what's going on here? And she's like, of course I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because at the time you were working with
the Waterville Historical Society.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my word. That was so long ago. I vividly remember you in your robe and I saw a sticker on that said Guy in the 419. And I think I was like, hey, it's Guy in the 419. And you were like, oh, my gosh, we have to know each other. Oh, my, that was such a fun
So
day.
we did a quick interview and then that was it.
Yeah.
And then from then now and now you are what's your official title at?
I'm the regional
Otterbein.
Marketing Director for Otterbein. So I serve all of the northern Otterbein retirement communities and small house neighborhoods. You know that we have more in this market than anybody else. So we're the market leader for this kind of environment, which is really, really cool to be able to say as a nonprofit resource for people. So
that's very cool.
I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
The Polar Plunge, has it become an annual?
It was an annual. I think that the tradition moved on when the person who started it passed away. However, I do know that there are a couple locals who really have stuck with it. But as far as the continuation with the Waterville Historical Society, I believe that is a tie that has been severed.
Yeah, but not really the group. I meant you two.
Oh gosh, no.
So
no.
you just
Well, you didn't even jump in the water.
I went up to my knees and I was like, you know what? I coordinated this whole thing. I don't need to participate.
Yeah,
That's how it was.
And it was
Pat one and done.
I mean, it was right there in Waterville, and it was like the biggest it had ever been, right?
Yeah.
And then they decided, hey, we're gonna redo this park, and so there was construction. So it was like, well, nobody can jump in the river. So it was actually a group of us that did it the following year because you had since left the Historical Society,
yes,
and then it was just the Historical Society was like, well, we're not going to do it this year. And everybody's like, what do you mean you're not going to do it? Like nobody
Well, Molly's not here anymore. We don't have
nobody
you.
owns this thing. Nobody owns the rights to this thing. So we're going to do it, but we're just going to do it. We'll do it upriver. We'll go down to Perrysburg and do it down there. And so we did it there actually 2 years out there. And then I don't know. I haven't done it in the past couple of years. COVID kind of squashed some of it too.
Yes, absolutely. So 2025, I'm hearing we're back in.
Let's do it.
I will
You
jump
wanna
in the
do it?
river.
I do not want to.
I'll bring a camera.
But
Listen, it's supposed to bring you health and
Oh,
wealth.
yeah.
There are so many
Yeah,
promises
no.
that come to taking a New Year's Day
You
back
know what
in the
also
money
does
money.
that is a nap.
And eating pork.
Oh, pork. Okay, okay.
I'll bring my drone out and get good shots of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Pat went all the way under.
I did.
He went all the way under with his head. I commend you, but it was very cold that
It's like 1,000 tiny knives stabbing in your body
That
at
sounds
once.
so much fun, dude.
He doesn't do anything halfway.
But he did it, and now he wears the badge with honor.
I
Correct?
do.
Yes.
I did it.
Yes.
I did it. And it was good. It was, and I would do it again. I would do it again because it is fun when you're out there with all those people and they're all doing the same thing. And it was great. It's just great. But I had gotten out there. I arrived, like I said, it was a very impromptu thing. So I was actually late to it. So when everybody rushed out to the water at 2:30, everybody rushes out to the water, and I was getting down there as people were getting out. So I was like, shoot. I was like, well, I might as well do it. But it actually served in my favor because I had an audience. So there was a bunch of people that were watching me do it by myself.
Well,
so
we had a cheering section, is what he's trying to say.
Yes.
You know?
He always does.
That was pretty cool.
Kind of annoying on a golf course, but everywhere else is okay.
It applied in this situation for sure.
I have 20 people just like, yeah.
He's doing great. Go, Pat. You know.
Golf claps, everything.
Yes.
So this Tuesday, let's talk more about this. This Tuesday, and again, this for people that didn't hear, this is a totally free event. This is absolutely free, and you can't find that anywhere.
No.
Can't.
You know, I just saw one. It was at a place, I won't name it, but it was like $35 per child.
No.
Yeah.
Per child.
That seems wrong.
Well, we're nonprofit. So,
Yeah.
Pat, the only thing we have to gain is everything because we get to really love and serve the neighborhood around us. That is a huge deal and a big part of
Yeah.
our mission being a nonprofit organizer. So,
And they're beautiful grounds too.
yes. Oh, thank you
It's
so much.
It's beautiful.
You know,
area.
that campus will be celebrating their 100 years of
Yeah.
being on that campus.
Really?
And in just a couple of years, we're coming up on it.
Nice.
They've been in business for almost 152 years.
Is that
So,
right?
Yep. Serving, they started out as the Home for Friendless Women. Otterbein Sunset House did
Home
back in
for friendless women?
Yes, it was. I think it was an organization. It was an offshoot of the local YWCA. And then they served homes. They served some women who did not have spouses on a home on Collingwood. And then they moved out to the country in the 1920s in Ottawa Hills on Indian Road across the street from St. Ursula. But yes, we are so excited to be able to offer just a great touch point for people. We really like to become hubs in the communities that we get to serve. So,
and you do a lot of great things. So the Easter thing is this weekend.
Yes.
Or this Tuesday.
Yes.
But you also do the Halloween event.
Yep.
And the
we
Christmas event.
Yep. So
what else am I missing?
Those have all become staples. Now, there are little events that are more specific to seniors. So those 55 and over who are looking to call Otterbein home.
Yeah.
We do those. We do 3 a month. So, I
Nice.
mean, we are always doing something. There's always a party going on somewhere at Otterbein. But when it comes to the big community events, we stick with this. However, I will tease you. In the month of June, we might be bringing a little bit of Disney World up to the Otterbein Sunset House campus. So
Okay.
for folks who aren't wanting to fly down to Orlando, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to have this experience with your children at a very, very low cost. I think it might even be free $99.
All right.
I'm teasing it. It's coming. It's coming. It's in planning.
What was the event with the mechanical bull?
Oh, goodness. We worked with you guys on that one. So that was we had a big country concert last year.
Oh, that's right.
We did.
Right.
We had the country concert. We had a mechanical bull. We had the food trucks.
You
out.
rode on that mechanical bull, right?
And so did you. I saw you.
I think I have a video of you riding on that
You
mechanical
do.
bull.
You do. There is evidence.
Well,
I did not
maybe-
fall off, but
I don't have it with me right now.
Oh,
I wish
gosh.
I did. I would have played it right now.
Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad you don't.
I'll save it for the next one.
Okay.
Save it for the next one.
All right. We'll do anything. It's fine. Do anything for Guy in the 419. We'll keep cheering for you, Pat.
Yeah, all right. So now you gotta get out to Marblehead.
Yes, I do.
What's going on in Marblehead?
Oh, Marblehead. So we do have a campus at Otterbein Marblehead. It's just 2 blocks from the shores of Lake Erie. I'm actually gearing up. We have Toff's Tour Tuesday. You familiar with Toff's ice cream?
I'm very familiar with Toff's ice cream. Have you seen my size? Of course, I'm familiar with Toff's ice cream.
We got 3 half gallons in the fridge at home, or in the freezer at home. Rather.
I was going to say, keep it in the freezer.
Yeah,
So
keep it in the
save
freezer.
a lot longer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it's going to be great. We're getting prepped for that for next Tuesday. We have some beautiful homes just right outside. We're right outside the gates of Lakeside Chautauqua.
Ooh.
It is just a beautiful campus, 47 acres.
Wow.
You just can't find anything like that on the peninsula. So,
Yeah.
getting ready for that. And I mean, yeah, it's just going to be a great Friday.
Okay.
It really is.
All right. Well, I know you got to get out there, so I'll let you go. But thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And so make it out there. If you bring the family out, Gwen Hartford, I know you're watching right now. You got all those grandkiddos.
Yeah.
Bring them out.
Come
Bring
on
them
over,
out.
Gwen. We'd love to
and
see
she
you.
even said, no, there she is. My grade 8 would love this.
All
Yes,
right,
they
come
would.
on, Gwen. Let's see you there.
I love how she calls them the grade 8.
I love that too.
So that's amazing.
We will look for you. I'll
So-
be at the front gate, Gwen. So,
Gwen, I'll be
yes.
there too. So come on out. It'll be great to see you out there. All right. Molly Good from Otterbein Sunset House. Thank you so much for coming out here today. And now to bring us into the Music Know with Andy Joe. Let's find out what music is being played this weekend.
Toledo, St. Patty's Day was rocking all weekend long. If you were lucky enough to catch last weekend's lineup of shows, then you were lucky, and I know you had an awesome St. Patty's Day weekend. For me, it was spent with great family, friends, and fans. This weekend's lineup of bands, you'll be sure to have a great time checking them out. So if you're feeling like rocking out this Friday, you can catch Screaming Heathens at the Beer Stoop or JP and the Big Deal at Kickstand starting at 9. Both bands will have you rocking out all night long. Or if anybody's looking to go downtown, head to the Blarney to see Steve Kennedy jam out. And Saturday, if you're still rocking and rolling, you can catch the Red Carpet Crashers at Bar 145 at 9:30. They'll be rocking all night long. If you're looking to slow things down a little bit, head to Quimby's to see Jordan and Josh starting at 7. Be on the lookout for all your Music Know Fridays on K100 and Guy in the 419 live with yours truly, Andy Joe Taylor.
I try to be. Doesn't always work out that way, but.
We are excited. I don't know if you know this, but coming up in about an hour or so, we've got the world premiere of Zach Brown Band's new song. We're going to be one of the first stations in the whole world to play it.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
And we've got another guest coming in from the Imagination Station with solar eclipse. We're only 17 days out, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to keep everybody informed of what's going on at the Imagination Station with the solar eclipse, how to get the glasses and the right ones.
Yeah, I don't need glasses. I'm just going to look right at it.
Are you?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, scientists say that you can actually look at the sun for 5 seconds, but not longer than that.
I heard you could look at it for over an hour.
That's an absolute lie, by the way. Do not believe that. If anybody tries to tell you could look at the sun for any extended period of time, no.
5 seconds. Why would you? Why would you chance it?
It's that I'm worried. You know what?
Your eyes. You know, as a matter of fact, the Sight Center, we've worked with them for a lot of years. And if you haven't gotten glasses and you want to make sure you get your right ones and what to do and what not to do, they will have all the answers for you there. Yeah, I love them.
And we'll get Pat McCarty to stop posting wrong information.
Lies. Lies. No, that's I did hear that from somebody just the other day. That I think you can. They say no, you absolutely cannot. It's terrible.
Well, we'll talk about all that coming up here. Lynn and Marco on K100.
Yeah, they were saying, they said 5 seconds is you're
There's
okay.
a guy on TikTok that says you can do it like for an hour at a time.
No.
And it helps with your he says it helps. I'm telling you.
What an idiot.
There is a guy doing
He
that.
owns some low vision clinic that
Right.
Low vision.
money at.
Yeah, he produces Braille books. But oh man, well I do. Molly was just in here, and I do want to encourage people: bring your kids out because it is a really fun time, and it's one of some of the residents come out. If it's nice weather, they'll come out, and they love seeing kids. They love seeing young people out on the grounds because all they see old people all the time. And
yeah,
that's what it is. So I can say that all the time. I've gone back and watched this stuff, and Gwen says, I'm ready to win. My 30 days are up.
Yes,
let's go,
Gwen.
birthday wheel. Wouldn't that be something if she won the birthday wheel today?
We get a lot of winners on Friday.
Yeah. So far, the past
last two winners.
The last two winners. Are we doing Jeff Dunham tickets at all? Is he coming back in town?
Yeah, he's coming April 12th.
Okay.
To the Huntington Center, and we may have tickets a little bit closer to the show.
Okay. I want to know, what do we got to do to get some of these people to come, some of these comedians to come in here? Who do we got to talk to?
Calls and say, listen,
Steve Miller. I think Steve Miller's the guy to talk to.
You know what's funny is Steve, like myself, loves to play golf.
Is that right?
The last time we had him at a captive audience, we were playing golf. The last time any of this happened, golf was involved.
That
so
is
when
true.
I text you golf and you don't text me back, it puts us at a severe disadvantage.
What did we get last time we played golf? We didn't get anything after we played golf the last time.
Yeah, you start to build the relationships. It's not something that happens overnight.
That's true. That's true.
Why did you get the golf membership? I feel like you're wasting it.
Do you know how expensive it is to bring guests to the? Do you know when I? Oh my gosh! When I looked at my bill last October,
not free.
When I looked at last October, I was like, like.
So no wonder you're ignoring me.
Membership doesn't just give you opportunity to invite a free guest.
No.
I always thought that it did.
So did I.
No, they want to. In fact, I think part of the reason it costs so much is to deter people from bringing guests.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a deterrent.
Yeah.
Well, so how much is it?
Do you really want to know?
Really?
Like for the weekend, it's over $100.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably in the area of $125.
Yeah, that's expensive.
So it
that's
is
on the weekend or during the week?
No, during the week it's probably, I don't know, maybe around 80.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Woo!
But
still, that's it.
I would say let's go play somewhere else. Because I'd rather pay, $40, $50 than
right.
$125. So.
But you're free.
But I'm, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not free. I still pay a lot every month to be able to play there.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. I love it. I love playing.
Wants to golf alone.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no
but
wonder
I'm all
now.
well, actually, we've got our thing. We got to move on
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
We got to move
100 times. We got to golf.
Well, it's got to be nice weather. We have to fit. Okay.
Nice. I've played golf like 10 times already.
Well, good. I'm glad you're warming up. That's good. That's good. But we have to.
What's the thing?
The golf thing.
The golf thing.
The golf thing.
We're working
the golf
on
thing.
A little golf show.
The golf.
Oh, okay. Well, there could be a lot of things. I know.
Yeah.
Trip.
No, I wish.
But golf.
It entails us golfing together and filming.
But we've got to. There are things that need to be lined up first before.
I'm working on stuff already, since I know you're not doing anything.
Why? Hey.
So
I'm working on
here's the
sponsorships.
question. What's the best cut? I'm getting my husband a pair of golf shoes for his birthday. He needs some new golf shoes. What's the best color of golf shoes? What shoe do you feel good about being out on the course in?
Well, what kind of shoe or what color?
What color?
Gray.
Gray?
I think gray. Gray goes with
a lot.
Everything.
Right.
And white gets dirty. Black only goes with stuff. Brown. I mean, I've got a black pair, a white pair, and a brown pair.
Of course you do. Gray it is.
You go with gray. In fact, if you go to Golf Galaxy, you can get a really good pair of gray Adidas for like $65.
Perfect. Gray it is.
$65, $70. Yeah. I went there. You can get some that are like $200. I am not that good of a golfer yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend that much money on.
Good morning, Amy Garcia. And Gwen says, let's do pickleball. You ever played pickleball?
He's
will
never gonna play pickleball
in my life play pickleball.
Why?
I will take eggs to a pickleball court and throw them at people if that's what you want to do.
Why?
He hates pickleball.
You hate pickleball?
Hates the whole idea of pickleball.
I hate the idea. I hate the name.
What?
I don't like the people.
Don't ever bring up pickleball. I'm really astonished he's not in some rage right now. Really.
Yeah, I'm holding it down because
so my mom invited me out to play pickleball one time.
Exactly.
And I went out.
Exactly. Your mom did.
I was clearly the youngest person there.
He thinks it's a mom sport. He's never
40
played.
years. No, there were a lot of guys. There
There weren't guys there.
Yes, there were.
There may have been the gender of men, but they were not guys.
I actually had a fun time playing it. I actually had a good time playing it.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's fun. You start playing. It's it's good. What I don't understand what you're so against.
I'm against pickleball.
Are you what are you afraid of, Marco? Are you afraid you're gonna like it?
I'm not gonna like pickleball.
Are you afraid you're afraid you're gonna like it, and then you're gonna be like, I'm old now because I
no. I'll do other stuff.
I thought about you the other day. Saw some guy in downtown Toledo rollerblading down the street with his hockey stick. I wondered where I didn't know where he was headed, but I thought you should know him.
Yeah, that is the way to do it.
I don't know. I don't get it. It's not like I'm going to go buy a pickleball racket and start playing every day.
Yeah, well, you're already 1 foot on the court, dude.
But I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. You know what also is fun? Tennis. Or ping pong.
Tennis could be tennis. Okay, tennis is too big, might be too extreme. Ping pong not extreme enough. Pickleball right in the middle. There you go.
It is not right in the middle.
It's smack dab in the middle. And AJ says that they can play pickleball and we can golf. AJ says AJ is I think worse than me when it comes to golf because he says golf, but he's never once put up, hey, here's where it's going to be.
Right.
Come play.
I mean, I do agree with you on that. Although you in the last month have been just out of the office with the golf.
2 days.
I don't even text you anymore.
2 days, and I even said
we're doing a golf show together. We have to golf at some point.
But it can't be the morning of. Hey, let's go here, right? Especially if it's a day that I got to pick up my daughter from school. Or if it's my daughter's, the one I think was my daughter's birthday.
Oh, it's your daughter's birthday. Then it was your son's birthday. Then you were pickleball. Then you were here. Then you had appointments. You were working out.
I would never choose pickleball over golf. I will say that. I would never choose pickleball over golf, ever. That is true. Gwen says, golf is so boring. I will take eggs to the golf course.
That's good.
But yeah, you know what I think we should do? We should create a because we got a lot of obviously AJ likes to golf, Kevin Yarbrough likes to golf, Trenton Strickland likes to golf. I think what we should do is we should maybe put together like a golf trip.
I like that, or maybe even a golf like a little golf outing.
Right. That's well we could do an outing.
Right.
What do you mean when you say an outing? What are you envisioning?
A trip like Myrtle Beach? I don't know.
No. But maybe like taking a small party bus up north, maybe about an hour.
Oh, that sounds
right.
Fun. Yeah.
We could have some drinks on the way there. We go play golf at a nice course up in Michigan because they got a lot of really nice courses up there. Play a round of golf, and then it drives us back.
Yeah, that could be something.
That might be. I was talking to Brandon Johnson about that. That might be something.
Like a golf guy's trip.
Yes. Yeah.
I would be down with that.
You'd be okay with that?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think we could do something, or we could just stay local. We could do something around here.
Yeah. When I said outing, I mean like get like 20 guys together.
Okay.
Book like 6 tee times, 5 or 6.
Okay.
And then all play like in a little. Yeah, you play a little money, you play a little whatever.
Sure.
It's like a little. You have like
you get the longest drive, and you got the
right.
Yeah.
You have like 5 or 6
like
groups. Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically the same thing. Your thing is like that, except just a little trip.
Exactly right.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my gosh, son, come on in.
She's brought us goodies. We have lots of goodies.
Oh my goodness.
We love goodies.
Sorry, don't mean to hit.
All right, let me pull up there we go.
And I want to make sure we pronounce her name correctly because I've said it's Recess.
Recess. What is this? What are these?
So
can I open this one?
Yes, of course. So this is our
Totally
solar eclipse kit.
What?
So it's available in our Science to Go store, but it also went to 700 fifth grade teachers in Lucas County and down into Lima and Dublin.
Well, now wait a minute.
Students.
Now wait a minute. This can't be. I mean, what is this? This looks like a paper plate and
well, that's for the snacks.
What is? Wait a minute.
So
now the last time I'm pretty told. I wish I could just pull up a clip. That's why I wish we had like a producer that could go through old clips and pull it. I was told that it was utterly ridiculous to have something like this.
So there is a little
true
resource guide in the bottom that you'll see. And so all of the little paper plate and the pipe cleaners you see are all activities that we have for you to get excited for the solar eclipse.
That is so cool.
And you'll see we have the most important thing,
We have some eclipse glasses for you as well in these boxes.
There we go.
So you
man.
shouldn't be looking at the sun.
So you're saying you shouldn't just stare at the sun?
So the
for-
guy that told me that I could look at the sun for 5 seconds, but not longer than that, is absolutely wrong.
No, don't do that. And we do have some other stuff for you guys as well. So we have buttons.
Marco got excited because he thought this was boxes of food.
We have stickers, bookmarks. We have everything.
Wow.
You guys dropped a button.
Just so you know,
So-
you were in charge of bringing food. And it's been real lackadaisical the last 10 times.
Pretty sure we've had food every single
Not
day.
because of you.
Well, it doesn't matter. We still had it.
We don't have it today.
Well, you're right.
So
you're right. Now you get to feel what it's like to be me in the mornings.
So Sutton, these boxes of all of these things are available at your shop in the Imagination Studio.
Yes. So if anyone is looking to get one, we have them at Science to Go. But like I mentioned, they were also given to fifth grade teachers throughout
I
the
cannot see
region.
you, Marco.
So
that's probably good.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to see through that.
Yeah, you mean
Yes, it should be completely dark when you look through them.
Just stare at the lights with it.
If you've got a pair of glasses where you can see anything, they're not good. They're not right. You shouldn't be able to see anything.
Can you see the light?
Pitch black.
You can't see this light right
No.
here.
No.
Get out of here. Why not look directly?
Look directly at the light. You're not going to see it.
I don't see it.
It is.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
We my son got one from school.
20
He got his
seconds.
pair of glasses, and we tested them out. We went out and looked at, and it's really cool because you can look directly at the sun, and it just looks like a little yellow little ball.
Nice. All right, hold that thought.
All right.
Oh, John Pardy on Toledo's country music station K100, expecting baby number 2 with his bride Summer. Lynn and Marco, thanks so much for joining us this and every weekday morning. We appreciate you so much. We're sponsored by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
That we are coming up here at 8:20. We'll do Tough Love with Siri.
And at 8:30, we're going to have guy in the 419, Pat McCarty, step up to that birthday wheel, give it a big old spin in hopes of giving away $490.
We are giving away a winner
No
today.
bag.
I'm
I hope
feeling it.
so. We've
It's
been
gonna
lucky
happen.
the last few times.
Yeah, no
because of you. So let's hope so again. It is 8:02 now, in time for your latest look at news.
Good morning. I'm Sasha Bray with a look at your 13 Action News headlines. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is asking the federal government to help assess damage from last week's tornadoes. He already declared emergencies in 11 counties, including Hancock County. Now the FEMA assessment teams will go out and do those inspections next week to figure out if additional federal resources are needed. The Village of Ottawa Hills filed a lawsuit over the soccer and lacrosse complex built on Dorr Street. Construction finished in 2021, but there haven't been any games played there yet because, according to the lawsuit, there's glass in the soil. In 2019, the village hired Lewandowski engineers to design the complex, but the lawsuit claims the company did not properly evaluate the soil, and now they're estimating it'll cost at least an additional $1.5 million to get it all done. We reached out to Lewandowski Engineering. We have yet to get a response. TPS is set to begin transporting students to its 5 magnet schools, which offer specialized studies that are not available in the regular schools. The district says it realized that some students who wanted to attend just had no way to get there. So the new bus service will begin in the fall. Now you're up to the minute. I'm Sasha Bray with 13 Action News.
K100 weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Cars arriving daily, right car, right price. Right now, here's 13 ABC meteorologist Dan Smith.
Well, our morning rain snow mix likely won't amount to all that much on the Ohio side of things. Dusting a half inch to the north, dusting a half inch on this side of the state line with a late evening round. A high between 40 to 45 degrees in Toledo today, low 50s down towards Findlay. 28 overnight, 40 tomorrow under partly sunny skies. For the 13 Action News First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dan Smith.
It's currently 29 at Toledo's K100. Traffic is brought to you by Towers Armory, home of the CCW Class 1 day. It looks like we are in good shape. 795 Tracy Road, that accident has been taken care of. Also the one at 75 and Buck Road. So no current accidents in the board and no reports of any traffic troubles. 419-240-1000. Keep the number close. And if you spot something, contact us there. You can do by phone or text. It's sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door and a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
There's a better way to handle motorcycles.
And I do got to thank our Costa Oil, Keith Clonch, for being our sponsor for this past hour. You got to get your oil changed. Where are you going to go? I highly suggest going over to Costa Oil. You're going to have a great experience there. That's just where I go now. It's not even, no
questions.
Even if they weren't a sponsor, I would still go there because it's the best oil change place that I've experienced. So, So go check them out. Gwen, I'm not sure what you're doing, like when you're going there, but you got to go during business hours. I would definitely look up when their business hours are and check it out. And also make sure you're going to the right place. Those could be two reasons why there's nobody there. If it's not the right place, that might be one reason.
Definitely if it's not the right place, it's not good.
And if you're going there at like 11 o'clock at night, also probably not going to. So yeah, find out when they're open, and
usually business hours.
And you do know that when you go there, you pull up, all the doors are closed. You got to pull up and then wait, and then they open up the door and then they guide you in. That's how that works. All right. Well, we got to switch the banners over here because now we are sponsored by this hour by our good friend Kevin Webb from David R. Webb Builders. We love Kevin Webb, and we're going to show his video in just a minute. But first, I want to talk about this solar eclipse kit. Yes. This is friggin' and so you are you're a ambassador, eclipse ambassador.
Yes. Yes.
But she's much more than that.
Much more than that.
Everyone at Imagination Station is Eclipse Ambassador now. But we do have a program where we have 100 volunteer solar eclipse ambassadors throughout the region who are helping spread our mission.
So you don't want to put yourself down on their level. You're saying you're so much more than that.
All of us are eclipse ambassadors, but we do have a group of volunteers.
Gotcha.
I am not a part of the volunteers, but like I said, all of us.
Right, you're above them.
No.
You're more important than that.
No, not what I was
She does other things in addition to. Do you like that verbiage better?
So, but what is your official title? So again,
I'm the communication and media manager.
There we go. Communication and media manager.
Now we get it.
So she is above them.
There he is. Good morning, Kevin Webb. He's actually joined us. Good morning to you, sir. Kevin and AJ met last night, which is pretty cool. So how much do you know about space? Do you know quite a bit about space?
I know a decent amount.
Oh, so if I were to ask you some solar trivia questions or space trivia questions.
Oh, am I going on the spot with this?
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you the chance to answer first. And then if Lynn or Marco know the answer, then they get to steal it from you.
Oh, boy.
You guys can steal them.
I have 7 questions. Ready? Okay. What is the stage of the solar eclipse in which the moon completely blocks the sun called?
Totality.
That is totality. They wouldn't have gotten that one.
Oh, I was all over that.
That one was a giveaway.
That was we started off easy. We started off easy. How about this?
That one.
In which month is the Earth closest to the sun?
I don't know that one.
Oh. Leonard Marco, you want to take because we're on an ellipse. We're not in a perfect circular orbit. We're on an ellipse around the.
My cheat sheet.
Oh, you got a little cheat sheet?
You know who we need to ask these questions to?
Who?
Our chief scientist, Carl.
Right.
I wish I could phone him in.
Why can't we?
Phone a friend.
I'm going to say.
Do we want to call Carl right now?
We should. We'll bring him on.
Let's call him right now.
You got his home number? You have his home number? I'm going to say August.
I'm going to say May.
Do you want to take a guess?
There's only 12 months. Pick a different.
Yeah. It's not August and it's not May.
I was going to go July.
You would think because it's really hot, right? But what you got to remember is the reason it's hot is because the Earth is on a tilt, right? It rotates on its axis. It's actually January.
January, of course. January.
Not true.
I
got to double check these answers.
Go ahead and take a look. Which planet in our solar system has the most moons?
Jupiter.
I was going to say Jupiter.
No.
Really?
Silence. I don't know.
Well, it's not Jupiter, so.
It's not Jupiter. I
Right.
have other options.
Yeah.
Mars?
No, Mars only has one tiny one. It's Saturn. 145 moons.
What?
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
It's accurate.
I think he's making it up again.
When the edge of the sun remains visible as bright ring around the moon, this is referred to as what kind of eclipse?
Annular?
Yeah. See, when it's,
I have
when it's
my
eclipse stuff,
knowledge.
when it's the eclipse
I
stuff,
have my
that's
eclipse
yes.
knowledge.
How about this? What is the only planet that spins opposite direction than every other planet?
I feel like I know that.
I've recently heard this. Do you know, Sutton?
No.
You want to take a guess?
Opposite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 in 9 chance. I don't think it's the
Everyone's
first
saying
three.
Saturn. Should we go with Saturn?
No, they're saying Saturn for the moons.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Venus.
Yes. Because that's where women are from. And that's why they're always backwards.
Like doing things our own way.
Right. How about this? What is the a solar eclipse can occur on every planet in our solar system except for 2. Which ones? There are 2 planets that will never experience a solar eclipse.
Really?
Ever.
I would say
Is Pluto still considered a planet? Is this in the
It's
consideration?
not Pluto.
All right.
No.
it's Mercury
Yes.
and whatever the one is in front of Mercury. It's the 2 inside of the Earth.
Yes. Mercury and Venus.
Venus.
Because why?
Because we
will block those 2.
Because they don't have moons. It's impossible for them to have an eclipse because they don't have moons.
Because they were the closest to the.
That's very good, Mark.
The length of the eclipse will be over an hour and a half. How long will totality last here in Toledo?
Well,
4 minutes.
how specific are we getting? Because downtown Toledo Imagination Station, we'll see 1 minute and 54 seconds.
There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Minute. Or you could say roughly 2 minutes.
You can.
Roughly 2 minutes, but 1 minute, 54
Finley
seconds.
and Tiffin down there will see
They're-
3 minutes.
Yeah, right? And I think wherever the very center is, that's like 4 minutes, isn't it?
And they don't need glasses, so it's so weird.
During the 4 minutes, they won't. During the 1 minute and 54 seconds, you can take your glasses off, right?
Yes, that's the only time you can take your
Yeah.
glasses off because the moon becomes your protection
Right.
from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't there still a ring around it?
It'll be completely eclipsed. So you'll see the corona of the sun, which we
Right.
don't get to see on a daily basis, but you won't need the glasses for that.
Yeah. So for that 1 minute, 54 seconds, you can take it off. Now, if it were an annular, that's where the moon will
Yes.
block it out, but
You would see the
you'd see the outline, and that one you would have to wear your you would have to wear your glasses. So
total eclipse is the only one you can take your glasses off at any point. So
there we
make sure
go.
you have your glasses.
Make sure you have your glasses.
Check
That'll be me. I'll be downtown.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I've lost my.
You know where to go though. Imagination.
I'm gonna be
Station.
at Hensville.
Oh
I'm gonna be
my
at Hensville. I'm hosting trivia there.
Well,
at
you need
Hensville.
glasses. You know where to go.
I
You know where to find us.
I got a kit now. I'm gonna go to Imagination Station.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear these when I'm driving.
This I will when my daughter decides to, or when my wife decides to tell me the latest news on Taylor Swift, I'm just gonna say, you have my undivided attention.
Yes. Now if you just had earplugs, but you'd be set.
Oh, I already do. See, you didn't even realize I'm wearing a earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have the long hair,
Yeah.
so I can cover it up. And so I know you were here before a few weeks ago, but some people may not remember. What are some of the things that are going to be going on at the Imagination Station the day of the eclipse? Yeah.
Yes. So we will have a solar eclipse viewing party starting at 10 a.m. going until 6 p.m. So we have extended hours because they are projecting a little bit of some traffic and congestion with people.
Lots.
So we will have
Yeah.
longer hours so people can stay after totality. We will have so many activities. We will have UV beads. You can make a solar smoothie on our blender bike.
Nice.
You can see Earth and Moon models. You can do chalk art. We'll have live music,
Wow.
food trucks, beer trucks with solar eclipse beers. So we have a lot going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited. And
Goodness.
Where's the best place for people to park? The Vistula parking garage?
yes, we recommend the Vistula garage, but we do have parking information on our website where we're recommending some other garages as well. People are looking where to park. And the festival park part where we're all outside is completely free to the public.
Sure. And one of the things you could actually do is you could park a little further away
Mm-hmm.
and then you call Toledo Caddy, T-Town Caddy. And that's the golf cart. You give them a call and it's free. You just give them a tip and
That's nice.
They'll drive you down.
Yeah,
So
that's a great thing. Now that's all well and good, but I want to hear a little bit about the total brew clips.
Yes, a really exciting event. So any parents, any adults, it's 21 and over. It is happening on Saturday, April 6th. We are kicking off Eclipse celebrations. We have over 15 breweries who are part of the 419 Ale Trail, who all created a special total solar eclipse beer for us as a
Wow.
part of the celebration. And you can come, you get 10 samples with your ticket, and you can try all the different beers. We'll have food, we'll have activities. We have a science of beer workshop that night. It's going to be super fun.
wow.
Nice. And how you have to get tickets in advance?
So we have tickets in advance. We recommend them. They're $35 online, and then we do have tickets at the door as well.
And so where are they going to be set up? They're going to be set up in the Imagination Station?
Yes. So you'll come in. We did this with our Science After Dark wine and chocolate. So we kind of have them spaced throughout our different exhibits. So you get to see the exhibits, try the beers at the same time. It's a really fun day.
Do not try all the beer and then go into the sideways room.
No.
That's
Yes.
that wouldn't be good.
No.
And take your designated driver because you got a special deal for them too.
Yes. So if you're a designated driver, we have tickets for $10 where you can come and do
Oh,
all
nice.
the activities. as
So
well.
for $35, you get to come in and you get how many samples?
10 samples.
10 samples.
And then you can buy more if
Okay.
you would like more.
All right. So they're going to be set. Where are they set up in the Imagination Station? Are they set up?
Throughout different exhibits.
Okay.
So, I mean, when you walk in, you'll start to see some. And then as you journey through different learning worlds and our exhibits, you'll see more and you can try all of them.
And so,
Super
and what time
fun.
does it start?
It starts at 6 p.m. and goes until 10 p.m.
So this is not for kids.
No, 21 and over.
21 and over.
We do check IDs.
Okay, that's good. Because I'm thinking, oh man, I can go walk around and drink beer and just let my kids go play Imagination. That sounds fantastic.
I mean, that sounds like a regular Tuesday.
That's Don't ask. It's just water. I swear. Well, that's April 6th.
April 6th.
That's a Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
They
can
throw quite a
definitely-
party down there.
Yeah.
Kicking off the celebration.
Yeah.
It'll be super fun. And then we'll have some of those beers at our solar eclipse viewing party as well.
Okay.
So if you really enjoy one,
You try them all, you'll the hangover will be gone by the 8th. So.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, that'd be great. That sounds like a lot of fun. 2 minutes we're going on?
Minute 40.
Minute 40. All right. What's your favorite exhibit at Imagination?
exhibit?
Like your favorites, like, so they have all these different little cool things, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite one?
Can it be a traveling exhibit?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
I want to, okay, yes, but then you also have to give me one of your favorites that's permanent.
One of my favorite permit. Okay.
What's your favorite traveling?
Favorite traveling? I really like the one we have right now, which is Above and Beyond.
Oh,
It
I
has
got to get over there and see that.
It has really interactive experiences. I really like the fly like a bird part where you get to
Yeah.
experience what it'd be like to fly like a bird.
That's all in the theater, right?
We have there's like a mini theater inside
Okay.
the exhibit. It's super cool. It has wind blowing on you, so you really
Oh,
feel like
nice.
That's
you're
awesome.
flying.
Nice.
People really like the making your own jet and then flying it in a competition as well. That's been a popular one in there.
Does that cost extra to go into that exhibit?
So if you are a member, it is free. It's $5 if you are not a member.
Okay. So
So a manageable price. That's not bad.
And then how about the movie? Is there like a movie that kind of goes like in the theater?
Yes, we have Fighter Pilot playing right now, which
Okay.
it is in 3D, and it feels as if you are in the cockpit of a fighter jet. It is really amazing.
I'm taking my kids there next week. It's spring break next week,
There
so
you go.
we're gonna come and
Perfect place.
we're gonna come and
We can't wait to
check
welcome
out
you.
the.
Yeah, and get them all ramped up about the solar eclipse.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's going to be great. All right. Hold that thought.
What? That is Luke Bryan on K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco on a Feel Good Friday, a Friday Facebook Live as well. Today, mainly cloudy, morning snow and evening rain going to happen, likely high 42 tonight. Rain changes to snow overnight and low down to 28.
Might actually see a little accumulation, so be aware. It's 29 now. K100, your weather is sponsored by Jim White Toyota. Cars arriving daily. Right car, right price. Right now, traffic is brought to you by Towers Armory. Unlimited range time for just $20. And we're in good shape now. No accidents and no traffic tie-ups. 419-240-1000. Call or text anytime that you spot trouble. The line sponsored by Perrysburg Premier Garage Door.
You're in her world now.
K100.
This is Tough Love with Siri. K100.
You know, call or text to get your tough love. It's super easy. You can even go to our website, k100country.com, and right there you can fill out a little form that'll come right to us. We'll ask questions to our very special Siri, who's an iPhone 4S. That's right, 4. We've never updated her from that first operating system when she just was basically let loose to say whatever she wants to say. And that's how we've kept her here. We got Bill in Toledo who says this: Siri, where do all my batteries in my remote go? Every time I have the remote, the batteries are gone.
You want to know where the batteries are for your remote? That is easy. Your kids stole them for one of their toys. For some reason, it seems like kids' toys run out of batteries daily and your kids will be forced to explore your house looking for new ones. Of course, the easiest place to get new batteries is out of the remote, and they could care less that it totally screws up your ability to enjoy your time relaxing. Kids don't really care about adult happiness when something that they like is out of batteries. Go steal them back. Show them who is boss.
Yeah, show him his boss. Yeah, it's nothing worse picking up a remote and be like, what is going on? Oh, no batteries because my child needs it in their whatever the millions of things that they need their batteries for.
Yep.
We got this from Jillian, who lives in Temperance. Thank you, Jillian. She says, Siri, why do I always burn all my food when I cook?
You burn all of the food when you cook because you are at cooking. That is a pretty simple answer. I don't really know what else to tell you. I would love to sit here and tell you that there is some sort of conspiracy that is affecting you and that you are being sabotaged in the kitchen, but in truth, you stink at reading instructions and focusing on your task at hand, so you mix everything up wrong and then you wander off like an idiot and let everything burn.
Yep.
Just give up and order delivery. Stop torturing everybody with your awful food.
Give up and order delivery. Those are true words.
DoorDash.
Have never misspoken. Yeah, DoorDash.
You're in her world now.
Leave your feelings at the door.
I can see that light.
You can?
Yeah, it's amazing because I looked up and I was like, oh, God, like that one, like that's bright. So I wonder if that actually I could see it. I can.
What?
I really can. I can't see. Well, no. Yeah. Look directly at one of those little lights right there.
I've lost.
Oh, man, it is bright. It really is bright.
Did you take my glasses?
Very, very dim if you stare at it long enough. Yeah.
This one right here is the one that
Very
I'm talking about. I can see the little.
You have to really focus on it for a little bit, and then
the four things.
Yeah, I can see
that make up the light, but that is an extremely bright light.
Thank you.
Like extraordinarily bright.
Oh yeah.
But but when it's cool when you look at the sun with these things on, because you can just go out anytime and look at them. Now, I know that are these picking up? What are they picking up? Are they picking up UV rays? What are they blocking? They're blocking.
They have special UV filters in them. So make sure when you get your glasses, make sure they are certified. I'd recommend going to Imagination Station because all of ours are certified.
Okay.
They have a certain ISO standard, and we have that standard on our website.
Right.
If you're going to get them from somewhere else.
Yeah. So they have to meet industry standards. Plus you look cool. My concern is that when my concern is my son Jack. Because my son Jack is the kind of kid who will say you have to wear these. You can't look at the sun without them. He's gonna think he's Marco. He's a young Marco. If I say you can't,
true.
If I say yeah, exactly. That's exactly. I don't think that's true.
duct tape.
Right. No. So
tape into his
he
head.
got them from his teacher at school, and so I think he'll listen to his teacher if his
There
teacher
you go.
says you absolutely cannot look at the sun. Like you'll go blind, right?
Yes.
See, we see that more as a challenge than direction.
I tell you what, just looking at this light right here is like, God, that's
right.
That's enough. So when we go back on to spin the wheel,
Mm-hmm.
is that when we would do a quick
I don't know.
talk
figure
with something
yeah.
on air, and then we let her spin the wheel?
Oh, is that what you're getting at? You don't want to spin the wheel?
I'll spin the wheel. I just thought if we're gonna, she's been here so long, and she's at this point she's checking her watch. She's like, okay, this
Yeah,
is,
I'm sure. Do you have
this is-
another appointment?
Nope.
Okay.
she's
All
like,
right. We'll try not to keep you any longer.
No,
then.
you're fine.
I'm so sorry. It's like
No, you're
the
fine.
50 didn't work out. Then it's like
Sorry.
everything else had.
I got stuck at the line.
No,
I felt
and
so
I understand.
bad.
I understand. I just want you to just like it just gets hard then.
No, I understand.
All right, good. Thank you.
So can we do a quick thing at the birthday wheel?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Very quick. All right. And then do you want to spin the birthday wheel, or do you want me to spin the birthday wheel?
It's up to you. Last time I did not do well at the birthday wheel,
But see,
I
now
can
you
get
have practice.
I can get a redemption if I need.
You
to.
could.
There you go.
I
You could. This could be your redemption day.
Sutton.
I can redeem myself, maybe.
There you go. And it's $490. So it's coming up. So I think everybody that's watching right now, you got to get ready. You got to get ready to call in because it's going to happen really soon. Oh, let's see. What other questions do we have for her? What questions? What questions do you get asked most frequently about the eclipse?
About the eclipse, I would say the time of totality, what totality will be like,
Okay.
and the glasses.
And what time does totality actually happen?
3:12.
3:12. It's amazing how they have it down to.
It really is.
Is it 3:12 and 14 seconds, or is it?
I'd have to look that one up.
3:12.
Or ask Carl Nelson.
Now, what about this? Because we are in the path of totality for this solar eclipse and 2099 again.
Yes, we are.
Now, what happened where this timeline of like was supposed to be like 327
Like
years from
375
now?
years, I thought was kind of the.
It is.
So this is a very rare.
It is. But, I mean, 2099, I don't know if I'll be
That will be around.
hanging out.
You never know, modern, medicine.
Modern
might
medicine.
But still, there will be some people who get
Right.
to see
Yes.
both. So it's not like it's a once in a lifetime for everybody. Some
Right.
people are going to
Yes.
see this twice
For
in a
the
lifetime.
You know, my
us.
kids. My daughter's only 12. She could at 2099. She could
Heck yeah.
easily. She'd be what 90 something.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she'd be like, I remember when I was a little girl. I remember when I was 12. years
How old's
old."
Maggie?
Maggie's 5.
See?
Yeah.
So she'll barely, at 5 years old, you don't really remember a lot of stuff that happens.
I think you remember
And
big
so at-
things. You make it a big deal and she'll remember it.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's true. Well, she always makes everything a big deal. Everything
make
is
it
a big deal with
memorable.
Maggie. Oh my goodness.
For instance, you could watch the whole thing with no glasses on
Because I remember
and then be blind.
there's things that my first when was your first like real memory, like vivid memory? Mine was when I was 4 and got my tonsils out. And I really remember that.
Mine was Tuesday.
Tuesday. Your
The
first
very-
memory
yes,
was
That's the
Tuesday.
first. I was 4. Yeah, I don't really. That's just when I don't. There was nothing specific that I remember, but I just remember all these a conglomerate of things happening.
Yeah.
And I was 4 years old.
I guess
at the
that's because the memory came back to me vividly when I had my first colonoscopy a few weeks ago, and they were putting me out, and they go, "Linda, do you know how to count to 4?" When I was a child, I remember
Yeah.
that. And this time it was, "Okay, Linda, you're going to count to about 5," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, flashbacks.
Yes.
Oh, that's a day I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'd rather
they put
stare
you
at
out. You
the
don't even
sun.
know.
Right.
I'd rather stare at the sun.
Oh my gosh.
No, they put you out. It's really different than it used to be.
What did it used to be? They
They
buy
didn't
dinner
put you out.
first.
They didn't. I don't think they bought you dinner,
Afterwards.
and they didn't knock you out.
Oh, they do. They do. They put you out now.
Totally.
Oh, thank God.
Totally.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yep.
that's
Well,
one
if I
thing.
want to be out during the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's no thanks. One thing I could do without. Well, while we're waiting on this to happen, how long do we have?
40 seconds.
Oh, blast it all. All right. Well, once we come back, then we'll thank Kevin Webb for being our sponsor. Lynn, you've always given such glowing reviews of Kevin Webb.
I always will.
You always will.
Absolutely love him. And
He's a great guy just in general.
He really is.
Besides, not only does he do great work on people's houses, but I mean, he's just a great person.
He really is. And that's the person, that kind of integrity and that, upfrontedness, that's what he brings to every job he does.
Take a look at this. This was a house that was damaged. Take a look at that house right there. That was damaged from a storm.
A mess. And
this is after Kevin Webb.
K100, Toledo's country music station. It's Lynn and Marco. Thank you very much for hanging out here. We appreciate that. We're going to get to the birthday wheel here in just a second, but we got this big eclipse. Everyone's talking about it. Everybody's wondering about it. Everybody's excited about it. And we are exactly the same way.
And we are in touch with the experts on it. Imagination Station right here in Toledo. And Sutton Recast is here with us. And Sutton, you brought us these amazing solar eclipse boxes.
Yes, these are our totally solar eclipse kit. Inside, there is a whole booklet of activities, information, safety, things you need to know for the eclipse, and they are available in Science to Go. And they also went to 700 fifth grade teachers throughout the region. So we're really excited to be able to have these boxes and spread eclipse education and excitement.
And probably the most important thing in them, certified glasses.
Yes, certified glasses are inside the kits, which are the most important thing you need for the eclipse on April 8th.
Because despite any kind of rumors, myths, internet gossip floating around out there, you cannot look at the sun. You will lose your vision.
Yes, you cannot look at the sun. The only time you can take your glasses off is during totality.
Right.
Which will last for exactly how long?
1 minute and 54 seconds.
If you're in the downtown Toledo area.
Yes.
But if you're further south,
it will be
it's
longer.
Gonna extend.
So you can look up online. They have certified websites where they have the amount of time that you will see totality. 1 minute and 54 seconds is for Imagination Station in downtown Toledo.
And day of events run longer. There's just that moment and a half of totality.
Yes, we have our solar eclipse viewing party on April 8th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will have activities, games, music, food trucks, beer trucks. We'll have everything for people to enjoy the eclipse with us.
How early will you open that day?
10 a.m. and we will have extended hours till 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's important for people to understand that there's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming in. So plan to come in early and plan to stay late. Do not think that once the eclipse is over, you're going to get on the road and be home in 20 minutes because that's just not going to happen.
There's times like this where I'm glad I live downtown.
Right? So we're just going to go to your house.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I even have a rooftop thing that I'm going to be looking at. So
nice.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Do you want to spin the wheel?
Yes.
Come on, Sutton.
You're going to spin the wheel. Something's going to spin the wheel.
All right, here we
He's going to make it happen.
Ready to win some money? Let's spin the K100 birthday wheel with Genoa Bank.
We got $490. You spin the little one first. Yep. And then
give it a big old spin, Sutton.
You want to turn the camera there, Marcos?
I do. Of course.
And you tell us what month comes up. Month of May. You've got a birthday in May. Get on the phone now, 419-240-1000. We're looking for a caller 10. You've got a shot at $490 from Genoa Bank and K100.
Some things in life are meant to fly. Others, they were born to run. Can't tie down up believing like the changing of the seasons. Good things are coming and they go. Like a runaway southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball. Like a whiskey shot at last call. It's like she was made for moving on. That girl is going on. I could say it wasn't meant to be. Maybe meant to be misunderstood. Can't hold on to letting go. Change the way the river flows.
$500 Monday morning from Genoa Bank and K100.
All right.
So close, Sutton.
Oh, what the heck?
Well, it was a good.
Come on, you had one job.
Next week. Next week.
All right, you come back next week.
She got close, guys.
Oh boy. Actually, I had one job, and that was to switch us. Well, wait, where are we on? Oh no, we okay. Yeah. I didn't switch us.
Oh boy.
Well, let's I showed you the picture of Kevin Webb's, but that he did.
What happened?
But what do you mean what happened? I showed the pictures and it was great.
But
here's the video.
I knew it.
Storm damage.
It's a long road, and you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you, that a hero lies in you.
Here,
Big spin.
gonna
Big
give
spin.
you $490.
All right, fingers crossed.
Little too
It
big.
went to 13, but it was close.
Oh, that is so close.
Well, we still love you, and you have a shot the next time we draw for May, okay?
All right, awesome. Appreciate you guys in the morning.
Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. But
Bye.
Jackpot's worth $500 Monday morning from Genoa Bank and K100.
Wash away the worries and have a great morning with us. Lynn and Marco. The K-
I was like, oh, subs, what do we got here? This is going to
So for those of you who don't know, because we had the radio on, apparently I hit the nail on the head because Marco absolutely thought that these boxes. You're like, oh wow, I did too. I thought maybe it was like a box. Oh, that's a lot of donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, not food.
None of that. None of that.
All right, next week we'll plan something special for
Well, I mean, Pat's whole thing when he, wiggled his way in here was like, guys, I'll bring food. It'll be the
there's
best.
a lot of places doing like solar specials.
I don't
like
think that was ever part of the agreement.
They're coming up with special menu items.
Is that right?
With the way of smoothies and the way of shakes and the way of donuts, cookies. So a lot of sweets, but there's got to be regular menu items too. People are coming up with special sandwiches and that. We'll have to look into that a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next Friday, we are going to have a visit from Mike McCarty, just Mike McCarty, and there's no music involved.
Oh, really?
It's something he's working on.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him on as I guess just for a short period of time.
Okay.
Nothing long. But I thought maybe he could bring over since the kids are on spring break. Maybe they can come with him and see the studio or
There
something.
you go.
Be kind of fun.
Well, that'll be great. Then I definitely need some kind of sweet.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I'll have him
Solar
bring in
eclipse.
food. I'll have him bring in like some kind of breakfast type food.
Well, you're not eating.
Well, what would you like?
Marco's like, but I.
Well, I mean, listen, we can't be all subject to his diet now. No. Oh, no,
Maybe
whatever.
we
He doesn't have to be. He's fine.
So actually, next week is Good Friday.
It is.
It's Good Friday. It's that brings us to the
And
end.
it's opening day for
And it's opening day for there's a
Mondays.
lot going on.
And
on Friday.
I think it's really cool that they're doing their first ever fish fry downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Because of it falling on Good Friday.
That'll be a popular spot.
Yeah, it really will.
The two of you are going to be broadcasting out in front of Pacos.
Mhm.
Which is a good location because you're right there across from the swamp shop.
Yeah.
And
I'm bringing cornhole boards. I'll bring cornhole boards.
let's, you know what? And several other things,
At least there we'll have food.
At least there you'll have food. You're right. I'll come and eat some Pacos with you. But that's going to be a great time.
Yes.
That's going to be that'll be a lot of fun.
Have
Opening
anybody
day.
looked at the extended forecast?
Do you know what I learned?
What?
I learned that there's a game that day.
What?
Yeah.
They actually play baseball.
There's a
that day?
baseball game apparently the same day. That was good of them to schedule a baseball game on one of the
Actually,
biggest party
it is.
days in downtown Toledo.
Nashville Sounds, right?
What's that?
Nashville Sounds.
Yeah, is that it? Is that who they're playing?
Yep.
That's who they're starting off. Then I don't understand why we wouldn't have North of Nashville playing in the parking lot right across from you guys.
I think that
Because that sounds like the Nashville Sounds that I want to hear.
There you go. I love
True.
that.
I just came up with that. I'm marketing it. It's trademarked. It's done.
Cool.
It's already done.
How do we make that happen though?
You're the one that connected to that band.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's here's what I understand. Why don't we do you guys have a tent that's out there. You guys have a small canopy
Mhm.
thing. Why don't we have make it like in front of Paco's, but like a parking lot party?
Let's
like,
do that.
Like a big tent where we can
Well,
have
there
some
were a
live music.
Couple of members we squeezed into that corner from north of Nashville.
Yeah.
You think they would be willing?
I'll reach out. I'll ask them if they want to come down and if they'd have time to come down and perform.
And then you know that
right on the corner.
Mike McCarty guy.
You know what? He might want to. They might. I bet. You know what? I bet we might be able to get. They can do some like busking.
That would be cool.
You know, they just bring out. They basically bring out acoustics
I
and
like
play.
that. Yeah.
All right. I'll get on the phone. That's a great idea, Lynn. I will get on the
Boom.
phone and I will make it happen.
See how it all works behind the scenes.
I was really tempted to be like, "That's a great idea, Marco. I'm going to make sure that happens."
I'm checking this extended forecast. Let's see what we're in for. Hopefully, no more snow.
Well, I saw like 55 and partly sunny on Friday. A week from today.
58.
Hey,
There
that's
you go.
perfect weather.
Is it perfect
It's
weather? I mean,
For
For
if
opening
it's sunny,
day being that
opening
early,
day,
that's
yeah.
pretty good.
In Northwest Ohio, yes,
That is pretty good.
that is perfect weather. So there we go.
can we not get 70 and sunny? You don't like that?
I love 70 and
Doesn't-
sunny.
Yeah,
I do, but it might get a little hot. I run warm. But you know what? Okay, so I've been losing weight, and I feel like I've been getting colder because I'm not as well insulated as I've been
I think
recently.
there's something to that.
This past week has been really cold, but I've been doing intermittent fasting, and it's been working for me. And guess what hasn't happened? I didn't die of a heart attack.
Well, the American Heart Association says you're going to.
Was that research from the American Heart
That was
Association?
not
You
from the
could
American
have
Heart
a stroke
Association
as well. So just stop
Nope. That was from the. What? Want me to pull up who the study was by?
it.
So here's what it is. It's a university in China, right? And they conducted a study. The only thing that's put out in the report is that 91% of people died of cardiovascular disease.
Right.
That were doing intermittent fasting.
So there it is, 91% clip.
It wasn't a result of. It just happened to be doing it, is what you're saying?
Correct. Why does somebody do intermittent? First of all, they don't give you any numbers. They don't tell you how many people they studied. They could have studied 2 people and one of them died, right?
Right.
They normally don't study 2 people.
Okay, but they don't.
But sometimes these are they can be
Bless it.
small.
There goes
Yeah.
the cameras again.
Oh, what is happening?
All right.
I started talking about this and the higher ups were like, "Oh, let's cut them off, cut them off, cut them off."
Cabal cut you off, dude. They do. Lynn, keep them updated. You're the only one on.
Well, we
Talk
were
to the
talking about the
folks.
intermittent fasting.
Well,
but we
they
were-
can still hear us. They can still hear us. So while I get the cameras readjusted here,
I'm getting ready for text. What's next?
Yeah. Listen, Pat, we don't want you to die. So just stop doing it.
Nope. Here's the thing.
You're going to kill yourself.
Here's the thing. They don't tell you how many people they studied. They don't tell you the age of the people that they studied. They don't tell you the gender of the people they studied. All these factors make a huge difference.
So it could be just 10 really unhealthy, out of shape people who know they need to lose weight, and this is what they were trying before
They
the
weren't
doctor
a part
would
of the
do
study.
The gastric bypass,
Let's say they took 100 people that died of cardiovascular disease.
Yeah. which is a lot of people die from.
A lot
of people die from it, right?
Yes.
And so because they have cardiovascular disease, it's safe to assume that they were probably out of shape and overweight, right? That's a very safe assumption.
Very safe.
Okay. So somebody that's overweight is going to try a multitude of different weight loss programs.
Right.
They could have tried Atkins. They could have tried Weight Watchers. They could have tried intermittent fasting. Oh, look at this. They did intermittent fasting. That must have been, but they don't say that they died because of intermittent
Right.
fasting.
I agree with you, Pat.
Okay. Not only that. There's more. There's more. I should be spilling the tea with this. There's more. So this university in China, the one that is that did the study. All right.
The study.
They receive yearly tons of money from Nova Dorsic, which is the parent, right? Grants and all this money, millions of dollars funded to them. Nova Dorsic is the parent company
of
Ozempic.
Oh, and on that note,
And on that note, looks like I'm already spilling the tea in here. So I think it's time that we welcome in Rebecca Witte.
All right, hold that thought.
Okay.
K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco, time for Text What's Next, presented by Super Fitness. We take two songs here, and guess what we do? We actually let you decide at 419-240-1000 which song you want to hear the worst or the most, I guess. And then we play that song. It's kind of something we do.
All right. And today it's Friday. I think we ought to do a little outlaw country. What do you think?
You never can go wrong
I agree.
with outlaw country.
All right. So we're giving you a choice. Waylon, Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, or David Allen Coe, You Never Even Called Me By My Name.
Oh, man.
I know. It's going to be tough.
Too hard.
That's my goal.
All right. Do you want Waylon, who I have a soft spot? I like me some Waylon, but I also love David Allen Coe. That's going to be tough for me. Which one do you want to hear? 419-240-1000. Simply put Waylon or David, if you want to make it easy. And we will pick the winner and play it back next, courtesy of Super Fitness right here on Toledo's K100.
Toledo wakes up with K100. Because that means Lynn and Marco are on the radio. Weekdays starting at 5 on Toledo's K100.
Tired of offers too good to be true? Helene Kia's got 200 new Kias under 200 ready for you. Auto show specials are still happening at Helene Kia, where you can choose from 200 new Kias with payments under $200 per month. That's right. Helene Kia gets you 200 new Kias with payments under $200 per month. Like a brand new 2024 Kia Seltos for $199. 2024 Kia Soul for $159. Or 2024 Kia Forte for only $149 per month. All leased for 24 months with just $34.95 due at signing and zero security deposit. Stuck in a loan or lease? Helene Kia wants to get you released, even if you owe thousands. And if you're unsure about your credit, visit HeleneKia.com. Click the no-risk pre-approval banner. You can be pre-approved right now without any risk of hurting your credit score. Then get to Helene Kia to get 200 new Kias for under $200 per month in North Homestead and Sandusky. With approved credit through KFA. Full retail. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offers may not combine. Plus tax, tag, license, stock, and acquisition fee, 10,000 miles.
This is Tom Wojo from Wojo's Heating and Air Conditioning. There are many stereotypes about heating and air conditioning companies. Many companies focus on money and profit, and that's all. They even pay their employees commission on service calls. At Wojo's, I grew my company by being honest and having integrity. We focus on long-term relationships, not big sales. So if you are in need of heating and air conditioning service, please give us a try by calling us at 419-693-3220 or at wojosheating.com.
Cheer Sports Eatery is the place to be to watch all your favorite sports in a family-friendly environment. More TV screens than you can imagine, high-quality food, and different daily specials. Cheer Sports Eatery in Holland, Ohio on Orchard Center Drive, right by the Big Kroger.
Oh, baby. Have you heard the news? There's a baby elephant at the Toledo Zoo. This spring break, join Mama Elephant Renee and her animal neighbors on the Tembo Trail to welcome the newest bundle of joy in person. Visit ToledoZoo.org today to plan your spring break encounter.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could see
a study of over 20,000 adults.
I hate this thing so much.
A study of over 20,000 adults found that those who followed an 8-hour time-restricted eating schedule, a type of intermittent fasting, had a 91% higher risk of death from cardiovascular disease. Not 2 people, 20,000.
That's a pretty big study.
But I want to know in that, because there's so much to intermittent fasting. So I intermittent fasted, but my eating window was about 6 to 8 hours. So I would fit within that study. But during my fast, I made sure that what I was eating was good food.
By the way, this is the American Heart Association right on their newsroom. So
But you know what? But Rebecca's got a really good point, too, because sometimes if you kept yourself from food and you go, oh, this is my little window, I can eat what I want. You know, they might be totally eating the wrong thing.
Oh, I would eat French fries and hot dogs. And
Some people like me, I didn't experience that. Granted, I also did my fast coming off of being ill. So when I started eating again and was able to keep down food and stuff, all I wanted was food that like made me feel better. Like stuff that was super heavy didn't feel good. So at the beginning of my fast, I kind of established a better pattern. And so, and I really feel that if you're fasting properly, and maybe Pat, you can attest to this, if you're fasting properly and at the very beginning choosing
Radio's
foods
on
that
Facebook.
are good for you.
I got it fixed.
Oh, you did? Okay. I just got a text. I'm sorry, but
no, you're okay.
Interrupt you.
You can kind of program your body to crave what it needs.
Oh shit!
So when I was getting
hold that thought.
Hungry, go ahead.
K100, Toledo's country music station. We are tabulating all these votes that are coming in, hundreds at a time here. 419-240-1000. Today we put a couple of heavyweights against each other here to see which one's going to win in Outlaw Country.
Oh, Waylon and David Allen Coe. It is neck and neck, and so many people want to hear both. Tell you what, let's get the Waylon in with Willie, and we'll see if we can't sneak the David Allen into.
Love it.
Hurry before the boss comes in.
All right, here we go. Let's start it. Texas Next, presented by Super Fitness.
Cowboys 80s.
You're going to have to go. Let's do them both, but you got to go to. There's so much stuff that's out of the system anymore. You're going to have to go to YouTube.
All right, you guys can all stop texting. I fixed it.
Oh boy, I'm bringing in the collar. That's it.
You say that. You
It's
say
coming.
that you're about as reliable with that collar as I am with food lately.
With golf.
So, or golf, all right?
Will you do
I did
that?
not start any of this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave that sweeper in there.
So, no, the
I walked into tea.
you walked into tea because yes,
Almost slipped and
I
fell
am
on
calling absolute BS on
I'm
that
reading
study.
from the American Heart Association website.
Nope,
So-
they're
I
not giving us the
agree.
definitives of what the study actually is.
I agree. I think there's probably a correlation. I think a lot of people commit to intermittent fasting and immediately do it way too intensely. There's a big difference between.
You have to
starving
consult your
yourself-
doctor.
Yeah,
100%.
Guys, talk to please. That's my asterisk. That would be my thing. Is
Yeah.
talk to your doctor.
Talk to your
and make sure
doctor about
it's
it. But if
safe
you
for
do it smart, if you are severely overweight and you're older and it's like maybe you start off with the 8-hour fasting window.
And I even
right?
started out bigger than that. I straight up did 10 hours.
Yeah.
And that's literally basically a whole, that's almost normal eating
Well,
hours.
Pat,
Right.
But the difference was
What's the name of
cutting
the
it
song?
off at the end of
right.
the
You
day.
don't even. You never even
7
called it by
p.m.
my
I
name.
wasn't eating anymore. So my body had time to get into a metabolizing state.
Yeah. So I'm calling total BS on this. I think it's a way to sell Ozempic. I
But
really do.
Nobody clip this
They're-
and like get that me and Pat agree. I don't want that.
Oh,
No
it's too late.
But, you know,
It's
but
said.
there's
It's
a whole
out there.
big thing too. This whole Ozempic thing, and then Oprah
yeah.
Winfrey had her primetime special about weight loss, and what's the Monjour? Is that the medication that Whoopi Goldberg is
yeah.
taking now? But is this actually stuff that's even available? I mean, it's like, can you
It's not
say you
readily
want to
available
sell
for most
Ozempic, but weren't they doing a big crackdown on that? And if you're not really actually diabetic, you can't get it.
Oh, there's ways around it.
Yeah,
There's always ways around it.
Even locally, there are places that can
Oh, sure.
administer that.
Yep.
The big thing with that I would urge people to consider is making sure that you're consulting, if not with a doctor, at least with a nutritionist, because those medications have such wild side effects that you need to make sure that you're doing what you need to with your diet alongside
Right.
it.
Kevin Webb brings up a good point that he says he's on Ozempic for diabetes.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's supposed to be for. Right. But
So
then they
you
found
don't
that
come
people
in.
can lose weight with it.
Yeah.
And so they're pushing it for weight loss. And that's a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah,
If you have diabetes,
Most
yeah,
of the stuff you do.
probably a great drug for you. But yeah.
Gotta use it for the right thing.
Okay.
But speaking of Kevin Webb, and Kevin, you're not fat, you're big boned. Okay, so don't do that to yourself. But you look beautiful, man. And you know what else looks beautiful? The amazing houses that you repair. Check this out.
It's a long road, and you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you, that a hero lies in you.
Yeah, you can always find a hero in Kevin Webb. I certainly do. He's been great to us these past 6 months. So thank you, Kevin. You're a wonderful man.
Can we talk
So-
about my Tina?
Well, hang on.
Yeah,
I'm
what is
thinking.
going
I'm
on?
thinking Kevin Webb. I'm focused on Kevin Webb right now.
You're gonna have a heart
Kevin
attack.
does
Gonna
deserve
get
his
to your tea.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
I'm gonna have.
You're gonna become a statistic.
That's right. That's right. All right.
I'm ready.
Now we can get to your tea. Oh wait, no. We
Oh.
can't. We can't because
You gotta have the open.
gotta have the opener.
I love the opener.
There we go. All right, we are spilling the tea with Rebecca Witte. All right, Rebecca, what tea you got for us today?
We have something pretty big that I would really, really like to talk about, partially because it involves the child stars of my generation.
Oh, boy, this is crazy.
Oh,
you
I
know
know.
about this.
I know what it is.
Okay, so we're going to talk
Does
about
it involve-
Quiet on Set, the documentary with allegations against Nickelodeon's TV creator Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
From
Okay.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, when I say like near and dear to my heart, I've talked about this with my friends. We were heartbroken over this kinds of stuff because when we were growing up, Nickelodeon was very good about like, oh, here's some of the TV production at the end of the show, and Dan
Right.
Schneider was shown to us, and he was kind of this beloved creator of all of our.
So
most
what? I don't
favorite
really know.
shows.
All I know is like he's kind of pervy. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
So they did a deep dive, like a very, very deep dive on his behavior on the show.
Very deep.
On the types of things that he would film, on the types of people that he hired. And this isn't across like one show. This was on The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Zoe 101, Victorious, literally everything that Dan Schneider touched. So we'll go over a couple of the things. So
Okay.
first, Drake Bell. That's probably the biggest thing here. Drake Bell straight up came out and said he was sexually abused by the
Really?
dialogue coach that was on his show.
Yeah.
Brian Peck, who, yes, last name same as Josh Peck,
But
the
not
co-star, not related
Not
at
related.
all. So Brian Peck is the dialogue coach, not related to Josh Peck. And Brian Peck was arrested in 2003 for child abuse.
Yeah.
And then he was still able to be
Yes.
this. Wow.
And there's several celebrities that came out and wrote stuff in his trial. Like I know Alan Thicke was one of them that
Yep.
came to his
His
to his defense. A lot of actually they all ignored it really.
Yeah.
But the story that Drake tells is that he was woken up in the middle of sleeping with stuff happening to him.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, and he goes into great detail.
And this wasn't like he said this. No, Drake Bell's parents ordered a sting operation to find out what was going on. This was not
Wow.
something that is not confirmed. This
right.
happened.
This actually happened.
Yeah.
And he told Dan Schneider when it happened, and he said, "Hey, I'm here for you." But what action was taken after that?
Right.
Not a lot. And
Yeah.
Drake's parents did something about it.
Yeah, he's basically said, I got you, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then
All
the
right.
problem is that Drake and Josh, they had
a falling out.
They had a falling out twice.
Yeah.
Having to do with being invited to weddings back and forth. And Josh has publicly now, well, not publicly, but privately called Drake and kind of made amends, or at least said, hey, man, I had no idea, yada, yada. So that part's back, because he was getting a lot of heat on social media for abandoning
Josh
his
was
friend.
really silent for a very long time. Well, and that's a big debate in this is, does anybody have to speak up about this? There are some people who simply haven't. Amanda Bynes is a big one.
Yeah.
She hasn't come out and said specifically how Dan affected her.
You can put two and two together. I mean, her
Her
whole
show
life
is
has been,
in the documentary.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, she was affected by this. It's just that she hasn't specifically said anything about it. Another big one is Ariana Grande and her co-star, and forgive me, I can't remember the other.
Oh, where she was Kat.
girl's
She
name.
played Kat.
Yeah, she played Kat in
Yeah.
Victorious.
Victorious.
And the other female co-star in that one, she played the goth girl, and I cannot remember her name now.
Oh, she was talented. She had a
Oh,
good
she's
voice.
so amazing. She's still amazing. She's one of my favorites, which is why I'm so
Isn't that
bad
Bella
about it.
Thorne?
No, that was that was Shake It Up. But there you go. But Ariana Grande, she was put in so many scenes back to back to back where she was just sexualized as a child. Things like laying down backwards and pouring water over her body and things like that. Wearing what
think
Ariana
that's-
Grande wore on the show compared to all of the other.
So you think that's why she is the way she is now?
No,
Is that what you're implying? Okay, sorry.
here we go.
Sorry.
I actually do think that how these specifically child stars were treated, were dressed up, were played up, were exposed to themes that they didn't need to be exposed to at young ages did have an impact on how they grow. Absolutely. Why not? When you're
Elizabeth
over-
Gillies
Yeah.
was the
Mhm.
co-star, right?
Yes, Elizabeth Gillies. Thank you. I think, I mean, maybe we could take a look at Ariana Grande and say, well, she was very over sexualized on a lot of the shows that she was on. I think a lot of child stars that look like her, act like her they give that role, honestly.
Yeah.
And I understand having a love interest in a teen-aged show, but it's different.
Yep.
How you display that. Jamie Lynn Spears was another one on Zoe 101.
Yeah.
There was this scene where there's like it goes on for way too long. where
I mean,
somebody just
this
squirted
goes
water all
back
over her
actually, and
face.
maybe not to
Even
that extent,
further.
but all child stars. You wonder what you'd see. Everyone's like, what is going on with these kids all growing up? I mean, think of all the even back in the 80s, you had different strokes. I mean,
yeah,
they're all dead. Actually,
Dana
they all
Plato, yeah.
died. I mean, because they or do drugs or they're. And everyone's like, what is going on with these kids? I think they're all. I mean, I think they're all
hurting.
not taken care of.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all abused, but I mean, it's not a good look for Hollywood at
Dan
all.
Schneider did get an interview with one of the other stars of iCarly, Boogie. He was on that show for a very long time. And now here's where I feel a little funky about this. Boogie was friends with Dan for a very long time.
Exactly. So he got his buddy to.
He got his buddy to do an interview.
Right.
And everybody loved Boogie too. And there's some allegations against Boogie now, apparently. But not a lot of the questions were super hard hitting or very driving. But Dan just gets to respond and say, I'm regretful and I'm sorry. And he claims that he didn't hire that coach, but that coach is on his shows.
Right.
Not just
so you
one
gotta take
of them
responsibility
either.
for it, right?
Yeah.
It's captivating for sure, and this is an insane thing. But I mean, and then go back all the way to Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. That whole Corey Haim killed himself,
right?
And now and Corey Feldman's been speaking out for 20 years that stuff's going on in Hollywood that happened to him, and a lot of people. He was the first one that I can remember, and it was like, dude, it's crazy. They stopped booking you. They stopped talking to you. They isolate you. It's what they do when you go against the grain in Hollywood, man. There's so many layers to this story. It's insane.
And the children in Hollywood, I think this is a huge thing that people miss. They are just as vulnerable as the children playing in your backyard.
Well,
they
they're
are
the same.
no
They're the
smarter.
same.
They are no more mature.
Right.
They
No.
are no more intelligent.
It's the same exact thing.
Well,
They
Macaulay
need help.
Culkin, he was such a huge child star, and
that was
he
one.
really backed off. And there was a lot of things that happened in his past where you would
Just
really wonder
awful.
if he actually was open about all of them. It's probably amazing that he's still alive.
I
who is that?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah.
And he's married to Brenda Song, who was a big Disney star too. And they've kind of really backed off, haven't they, from the limelight? I haven't seen them in anything.
Well, and Sarah Iden in chat, she brought up a really good point. Dan Schneider was directly involved with Amanda Bynes trying to be emancipated from her parents.
Yeah.
So he pushed really hard for these kids to act as adults.
Yeah, because he knew
regards.
that they could make good decisions and it would benefit him in that
Right.
way. It's crazy. I mean, it's nuts when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, and the problem is parents are usually excited that their kids are in that lie, and they probably see past a lot of things that are probably huge red flags for everybody else. It's just a perfect, well, it's perfect, but it's a perfect breeding ground of just BS.
Oh, sure,
that
absolutely.
happen. There's a lot of outside.
You
things.
want, they bring him in, you put him on a show, and then you do a fan meeting, and wow, look at all these fans that are there to meet you. You build it. Wow, this is great. You want to keep this going, right?
Right.
And now you've got them. That's
So at what point is it theater?
You would think two parents, to be involved in a child's career, they have to be there, which means they probably give up their own sources of income, and then they become reliant on those kids' income too. So I think
which
that's
is a whole other problem.
Right.
I mean, Jeanette McCready put out her whole book basically about how her mother abused her because she was a child star, and her whole life was not what it looked like on camera because her entire family was dependent upon her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure that happens often.
That's wild. So that's T number one.
All right. What else you got?
Good non sequitur transition to that one. Charlotte the Stingray update. She's still pregnant, but she looks it. Like, they posted a really cool video on their TikTok. Boy,
she's
that is
showing,
one
huh?
fat stingray.
She's got the baby bump. Well, that'll happen when you have a shark baby in you.
Okay, so more news.
Or a third shift security officer.
That's
Yikes.
disgusting.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Has anybody questioned them?
Speaking of, her appetite has been increasing. She has been eating more. It has been 8 years since she's seen a boy stingray.
Right.
So maybe she really.
But only
got desperate.
4.5 hours since she's seen a security guard.
Tell you what.
Right?
There might be something.
Just saying.
They think now there's maybe.
Stingray's going to come out with a little human face and a mustache.
I'm fighting
Carrying a baton.
Night at the aquarium.
Maybe 3 or 4 pups now. We had one at least. Now there's maybe 3 or 4 that we know. And here's I regret to tell you, they're telling us there is no scenario in which this is going to be a shark ray.
What?
They say it's not biologically possible, and this
This could be
definitely
new.
the
This is how new things happen.
Cryogenesis.
I'm going with there's going to be.
So they're just saying that she basically impregnated herself.
Yeah.
Which is
Because
also
she hasn't seen
physically
another
impossible.
man in
No,
it's been recorded in other species,
Yeah,
just never
exactly.
in stingrays.
Yeah, but so
It's also
how are
been
you going to
recorded.
say it's been recorded in other species, but as stingrays? So that's plausible. But the fact that these aren't going to be the shark puppies, shark rays,
Because
is
that
not
hasn't
possible.
happened. They're completely different genetic species, and they've never seen a shark and another fish type species do a.
And they've never
Do the
seen a
nasty.
sting. They've never seen
Yeah.
a stingray and predator. So we have 2 things we've never seen.
But one of them at least has some context in terms of the ecological world. We are aware that females can impregnate themselves as a means of
Preservation of their
species.
So if
survival.
so okay, I got to ask you then, if it's just self-impregnation and it's not a shark, it's not, I'm just expecting like an
It's not a
episode of
shark
Murr
ray.
or the third shift security officer.
Right.
Then what's the T? There's no T about this.
There is
What?
because if this were to have happened in the wild,
Okay.
and these cloned Charlottes, because that is what it is. She's cloned herself inside of her body. So that means that some of these genetics are going to be some of Charlotte's mothers and some of Charlotte's fathers. And some of the babies will have a lot of Charlotte's fathers and just a little bit of the mother, or just a little bit of Charlotte's.
Okay.
And the issue with that becomes these are incomplete genes. So in nature, if this were to go out and happen, we would have, quite frankly, maybe like an ecological disaster on our hands.
Oh.
Because if these mate, they create a very weakened species
Oh.
of this stingray. So it's happened in captivity, so that's good. But they can measure this, they can study this, they
All
can
right.
see how this happened. That's kind of why it's a big deal.
All right.
And if this has happened in this stingray this one time, can we replicate it for reasons that would not be ecologically?
When do they expect that she's going to have the baby?
I don't know. They said maybe a week last time.
All right. I'm just waiting for
Did in a week. That was on the 21st that they said that. That's today.
You waiting for the baby
I gotta
shower?
remember that we're on air and I can't.
Yeah.
I'm watching you like a hawk. Let's transition.
Ask me
into,
after. Ask me after.
Tell you what, Apex Legends is the next thing that we're going to talk about. This
What is
is Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
Is that just French to most of you?
I don't know French.
Ah, okay. It's a video game. So this is internet drama.
Okay.
This is a big one though because it actually has some pretty big security impacts in terms of the video gaming world and beyond. So Apex Legends is a huge game, drives millions of dollars from the producer EA. EA does tons of big games. They're one of the best.
Oh yeah, they do Madden. EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's in the game.
There you go. Sports. I know that. So they have this series called the ALG series, the Apex Legends Global Series. This is a competition where the grand prize is $5 million. This is an international competition. They regionally had their North American finals on the 17th. And boy, did they get hacked. They got hacked hard too. So this is a live streamed event where people pay money to see. They watch these streamers online, and two of the most prominent ones, while they were playing mid-game, had cheat codes installed.
Oh.
And were all of a sudden being able to see other players through walls, being able to auto-aim, being able to win the game very easily. And you can tell when this happens, they're like, one of them, literally, the first words out of his mouth is, I got hacked. I'm cheating. I don't know what's going on. And his teammate says, can you play? And he says, yeah, but it's cheating. I can literally see everything. So they have to leave the match mid-tournament because their team is about to get kicked. This happened to another player. And he said, I don't know what's happening. I'm cheating. I don't know what's happening. So it's very clearly them. And then you can see in the chat box of this game, you are being hacked by. And it is a very notorious hacker that's done this before. They're being pretty specific about not giving him any notoriety. Partially because his name is in coding.
So this hacker is going on and causing these people to cheat.
Yeah. And he's basically doing it as a haha gotcha. Guess what else I could do?
Ah.
Do they think he's trying to eliminate particular players out of this tournament to manipulate a winner?
He's more just doing it. Some men just like to watch the world burn kind of thing.
It is this. He's done it before. He'll do it again. Now, the initial reaction when this happened, EA got memed hard. Everybody on Twitter was like, how is this happening? You guys are idiots. This is a national competition, an international competition.
Yeah.
The regional, millions of dollars are on the line and millions of dollars are being made right now. Yeah. How is the security this bad? How was this able to happen in a live stream?
They saw like one of their cousins' Wi-Fi. I mean, what are they doing over there?
Basically.
It's like
so now they're trying to figure out where the security breach is, and they thought it might be actually within the anti-cheat software itself. That they somehow backdoored through it. And that easy anti-cheat is what it's literally called. That's the software they use, funnily enough. Is installed on hundreds of their games.
Okay.
I mean, EA uses this thing like
Ricochet.
it's butter on toast.
Right? Is that the anti-cheat software?
It's literally called Easy Anti-Cheat. That's the software.
No cheating.
Mm-hmm. And so with this RCE attack, they're like, what's the limit? If they can do this in the middle of a live stream and they can install cheats and not know how it was done, and they did that to professional players during the secure event, what could they do to regular players that they have access to? Could they steal your information? Could they lock you out of all your accounts? Could they hack into other things? Probably based on this. And since this was a remote hack, that's into your entire computer.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Wild.
It is wild.
Last one, I got country stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Country stuff.
Did you guys talk about Lainey Wilson pop-up bourbon bar?
Yeah, how cool is that?
Oh, you guys beat me to it. I guess it's not really tea, it's more just news, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
What is the overall opinion?
It's weird for me because I lived in Nashville for a number of years and no star had a bar. All the bars were like Graham Central Station, Banana Joe's. They were your normal, whatever. So this whole thing of Jason Aldean, Garth, and everybody, it's like just so crazy.
And Lainey Wilson's fairly new.
Yeah.
The fact that she's already, so now it's like,
and
you can put out one song and boom, there you go.
Right.
She has just one song, but it kind of seems like you put out one hit and all of a sudden now you can open a country bar.
Well, this is her very first celebrity partnership.
I suppose so.
Yeah, she's teamed up with Stanley on a special edition
Oh,
cup
yeah, I guess,
and a few things.
they did the duo.
Yeah, so she's definitely an artist in demand. People, they know the attraction.
I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying it kind of seems like
it's not Garth.
Like it seems like okay, Garth was around, like Toby Keith, around for a long time, and then opened up a bar. Right, Garth around for a long time, and then opened up a bar. It's almost like a retirement plan kind of thing. But now it's like, man, Lainey, she's new.
I think she's just a hot commodity. So you've got that trend of marketing celebrities, putting their stamp on a lot of things, and people know that if they put her name on something, they'll buy it. So I don't think they really care about her longevity right now.
They've been doing that with liquor in the hip hop world for.
That's true.
And in the country world, there's so many out there with wines. Kix Brooks has had a vineyard for a long time and has a long label of wines, and so many of them have tequilas. Thomas Rhett involved into creating his own tequilas, and that's just the tip of it. Dan and Shay. So if they don't have a bar, or Tyler Hubbard and Brian Kelly, clothing lines. I mean, it's like that's like it's always been kind of like their retirement. They have something else, their safety net, if you will, in case they stop cranking out the hits.
I think it's smart.
So while you're hot,
do you think it's just a safety net, or do you also
Paul Newman
think
started that
with his dressing, salsas and stuff? Maybe.
Do you think that it's just a backup plan, like a retirement insurance, or do you think it's also like they need another creative outlet? Eventually, you get a little burnout on writing songs or a little burnout on making music, and you need somewhere else to put a little bit of creative energy. Well, go make a bourbon you like. Find the label.
I think it's more safety.
I think it's more safety net
because a lot of times, sometimes they're involved in it, the process. Other times it's like, we'll put your name on this and it'll break you this much money.
Right.
But I think it's a lot. Yeah. Because when George Clooney, I think Ryan Reynolds was telling a story about George Clooney's stupid vodka. He's like, we started talking and I was like, yeah, so what would you, he's like, and they told me he's making like $60 million a year on vodka. And I was like, what? And then, so now Ryan Reynolds, he's got a couple. He's
got gin, right? Aviation
gin. And then he owns another, like a soccer or football team. And
do they really all taste different?
But I mean, dude, think about that. Making $60 million a year on just, and George doesn't do jack. He visits every once in a while. It's not like he's heavily involved.
Right. Not
he
at
just
all.
Has his name's on
it. And that's why I feel a little bit bad for Luke Bryan right now. I mean, it's a totally different company that owns his 32 Bridges bar. He does not. Yeah. His name is just attached to it. And his reputation is so on the line right now with the disappearance of that young man.
Well, that's
so did that ever?
It's not been resolved. They haven't found
it.
No.
Mm-mm. No, they found his bank card. They've been really searching the Cumberland River, but they have not found him. But Luke came forward and saying, we're giving every bit of, information that we have,
well, that's
all
the
of
thing,
the surveillance video that we have, and putting it all forward.
Yeah.
And they tracked what he spent in that bar, and he only had bought one. They served him one alcoholic beverage and 2 waters, and yet it's like, oh, Luke Bryan's bar.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you put your name on something.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, and then it hasn't happened to any one of the other guys or girls, but it could. And I mean, that's the thing. So, but it just.
Well, it's because the media really wants to. If it's a hot thing, they're gonna be like, "Oh, make it look bad," even if it's not really that bad.
But I don't hear the owner of that bar, the real owner of that bar, being named at all. It's always the bar owned by Luke Bryan. It's like entertainment industry, something that really.
Oh, they all don't actually own.
No, a fraction of them do.
Yeah, they just put their name on it, and then they get the money for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They get the money for it.
We'll see what happens, but that's a nutty story.
I had somebody saying that they would talk to me about, hey, I'll put you ever thought that we'll put our logo on your shirt? Because they, wear this shirt everywhere I go. Yeah. And they're like, and I thought, okay, cool. Like, well, how much, do I get? And he said, oh, well, like we would buy the shirts. I'm like, okay, no, I can get these shirts for cheap. Like that's not
right.
No, you want your logo to go on.
Yeah.
You want your logo to go on here. You're gonna
real
pay something. Yeah. You gotta pay something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, as far as the pop-up bar for Lainey, maybe by virtue of what's happened to Luke, that pop-up bar is even a better thing. Maybe there's less liability involved or something even too. I don't know.
And it gives people a bigger FOMO thing. It's only going to be there for a little while, so you better get it while it's hot,
Right. Absolutely. You can say I was there. All right. Well, that is your
having me.
tea with Rebecca Witte. I should have a closeout, but I'll just do the.
We'll make one. For now, I'll just say peace, guys.
I'll just do a.
Love you.
Where's the video? Like I could
Come
never.
on, dude.
I could never find it in time.
This is such a sham of a production.
A sham of a production.
This guy
Jeez.
Hey, what
losing
was
his
the lingo word of the
cameras.
day?
So no cap,
Oh,
and I used it.
okay, good.
I used it.
Good one.
No cap.
Did you give me as much crap about it as I watched it back and I saw how much crap?
I told him. I told him you were going to come in ready to fight.
He thought
Oh,
you'd come
she
in
got
with
ready
ice
with
up.
this feisty.
Yeah. Well, that's no cap is okay. That's I get it. Like that. No cap.
You were just mad that we're reusing Salty.
Salty. That's not. You're exactly. You said it right. Reusing. It's not a Zillenial word.
She
It's
didn't do it.
I know
She
she
got
didn't
the
do it.
wrong person.
I'm not
all-
bashing her. I'm bashing
I'm strong enough
Zillenials.
to be the point of receiving for all of Pat. He thinks it hurts me. It doesn't.
No, listen.
Defy.
Listen, it is not her that I'm bashing. I'm not going after Rebecca. I'm
You
going
are.
after the unoriginality of Zillenials.
So it's just me and my type.
Case in point, the fact that the Zillenials have lumped themselves into this. No.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no
no,
this
yeah. You went
in
on a
between.
soapbox about this too. He's
There's
like, oh,
no-
no, there's
you
no in
don't-
between.
That's because that's the people that were born from 80 to 84. They are the ones.
Oh,
Maybe
so
even
they're
85.
the only ones that get to claim it.
Yup.
It's the only one that's accurate ever.
Yup.
So it can't apply to anybody else.
Yup.
That's what you're saying about nature. So just because a snake made its own babies in nature doesn't mean the stingray
I'm just saying
can.
there's two.
That's what you. So I
yeah,
am an
Pat.
unequal stingray to you.
I didn't
can't
say
get pregnant on my own.
that's him saying that. Don't confuse us. I said it's yes. It's probably it's either
You
what if
said
the
it was a
options?
security guard.
She
So I'm saying
We've got
the
three
millennial-
possibilities here. All I'm saying is I'm keeping my options open. It's one of those three. But I said stingray is very self-pregnant because it happens in nature in other
But
places.
millennials can't reuse stuff.
Well, they can. They obviously do. I'm just saying they're not original.
That's okay.
You can go ahead and do whatever you want.
Charlotte's not the original self-impregnator, but I still support her. That's all I'm saying.
I don't support her. I don't support
That's
her.
against Charlotte.
Yeah.
That's
You don't support a single mother, dude.
There's the tea right
a
there.
single mother, and you don't even support that.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Rebecca.
That's terrible. Let that headline get out.
Oh man.
Drink in my hand. Oh, there's Eric Church speaking to somebody that's opening a little small, tiny little thing in Nashville.
Good size with a steeple and brick by brick, putting it together with in each of those he's given to one of his church choir members. They can put their name on those bricks.
Yeah, he
And a 19 show residency as the doors open.
That's pretty cool. Now,
That is
I don't know if Luke or if Jason Aldean did that when they opened the bar.
No.
So that is a little different there. This is pretty cool. The 59th annual ASAM Awards returning to Frisco, Texas on Thursday, May 16th, live from the Ford Center. That's happening at the Star in Frisco, streaming live on Prime Video. But if you don't want to watch it live on Prime Video, how about you being there in person?
We're giving away 2 trips for 2 to that big event, and it includes round-trip airfare, a couple of nights hotel stay, 2 tickets to the Country Music's Party of the Year, and you were talking about the biggest stars there and in the audience with you and up on stage performing unforgettable collaborations. It's always such an amazing event. 2024 ACM Awards.
Yeah. And you can be there. What we're doing here is texting the national keyword to 95819. You got to text the word event, 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 to 95819. You do that and you're in for your chance to win.
Concert announcement coming up.
Yeah, just a matter of what? When do you want to do it next?
Let's do it next.
All right. Keep it locked right here. Another concert announcement on the way. Lynn and Marco on K100.
Oh, I'm excited. I don't even know what the concert announcement is. Oh,
There's
man.
a chance that you won't have any idea who these people are.
Yeah. And it's outside the Toledo radius.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's it going to be?
Hence, we haven't made that big a deal about it. The Michigan, is it the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be people that I don't even know.
Probably.
You might know him.
I don't think he will.
He's
Is it Dan and
eclectic.
Shay?
No.
Oh, because I know who they are.
Yes, you did. Obviously, you did throw out there. I'm looking for the Zach Brown song.
We already played it.
We did?
Yeah, right there.
We-
ZBB World
Did
Premiere.
we like it? Did we talk about it? We should have talked about it.
Well, it's all right.
What don't you like about it?
I mean, it's Zach Brown. I mean, yeah.
Is it different? What's the? I didn't even hear it, so I'll let
I know.
You guys didn't hear it?
No, we were talking.
We're talking about
Yeah, but I was listening
stingrays.
and talk- Yes, we were.
Talk about stingrays and other stuff. Well, I'll tell you what. Speaking of music, we do got to talk about music that's going on in the area.
That we do.
Yes, because there are some great bands that are playing. So if you're looking for things to do this weekend, there aren't a whole lot of stuff going on, but there is this.
Toledo, St. Patty's Day was rocking all weekend long. If you were lucky enough to catch last weekend's lineup of shows, then you were lucky, and I know you had an awesome St. Patty's Day weekend. For me, it was spent with great family, friends, and fans. This weekend's lineup of bands, you'll be sure to have a great time checking them out. So if you're feeling like rocking out this Friday, you can catch Screaming Heathens at the Beer Stoop or JP and the Big Deal at Kickstand starting at 9. Both bands will have you rocking out all night long. Or if anybody's looking to go downtown, head to the Blarney to see Steve Kennedy jam out. And Saturday, if you're still rocking and rolling, you can catch the Red Carpet Crashers at Bar 145 at 9:30. They'll be rocking all night long. If you're looking to slow things down a little bit, head to Quimby's to see Jordan and Josh starting at 7. Be on the lookout for all your music now Fridays on K100 and Guy in the 419 live with yours truly, Andy Joe Taylor.
So there is the music no with Andy Joe. And if you're looking for something to do with your fun with your kids, or this weekend, you can go to the Otterbein Sunset House. Molly Good was in here. I told you she's got a dynamic personality.
She's really lovely. I feel like I've met her before. How long has she been there?
She's been there for at least the past 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
So
I remember doing a
5 years,
broadcast remote there at one point in time, and they had petting zoo animals. There was a bunch of stuff going on. I don't know if it was their actual spring thing event, but if it was extensive, and there was a lot of cool things for the young ones to do.
Yeah, that's always a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And if you're preparing for Easter and you don't know what to do, but you want to outdo maybe one of the other grandparents or something like that, but you're just looking for something for your kids for Easter baskets, I put these together and they look phenomenal. They look so good. But you can go to Learning Express and you can make an Easter basket. Here it is.
Her biscuits so much.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
All right. So there it's fun. I made one up for each of my 4 kids.
That is so cool. I love that store and I love the concept. That's really cool. They're doing that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for them to see their Easter baskets next upcoming Sunday, the 31st? Yeah, 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Last day of March. Finally, I'm done with March. I'm done.
yeah,
I'm done with March. I'm ready to move into April.
Definitely done with March.
It's
we do know the Walleye are back home too. We talk about things going on this weekend.
right. Playing the Fort Wayne Comets.
And they've got a cool Margaritaville night.
Yes.
So they always do the cool jerseys. You would like these Marco. They really look awesome. So yeah. People will be out there in their Hawaiian shirts celebrating the warm weather vibes that are inside the rink, but not outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
But it does
we
look
will
like there's
have
a few tickets left.
We will have some. I'm excited. You know what I'm excited for next Sunday, because that will be the end. I'm going to weigh myself then. That will be the end of my phase 1.
Is that it?
But I'm
Phase
not
one?
done.
You're not done.
I'm not done. That's just the first 40. The next 40 comes in. I'm going to continue to do the same. I might add on another hour to the intermittent fasting. I may not do as extreme. So I may give myself 4 hours. Maybe. I don't know.
Does that help if you do longer?
If you do longer?
Yeah. Like, why would you add an hour? Is there a benefit to doing that?
No, it just gives me a larger window that I can eat food.
I got you.
You know?
I see.
Yeah. So, you don't always have to go as extreme as 3 hours, but honestly, you eat one meal. I eat one meal and I'm full and I'm done for the day. I don't feel the need to eat anything else. But I am going to add on the next 40. So I'm going to continue to do throughout the week, no alcohol, avoid gluten as much as possible. And the intermittent fasting, but I'm going to add on a couple of fitness goals.
There you go. Nice.
So I want to be able to do this will be by May 17th is the time that phase 2 will end.
Why May 17th?
Because it's the next 40 days.
Okay.
All right. It's technically it's 47 days, but on Sundays you give yourself a pass. Give yourself a rest day, basically. As long as you've done great throughout the rest of the week, you give yourself a rest day on Sunday. So May 17th, I'm going to be able to do 50 push-ups nonstop.
You won't be able to do that.
You don't think I'll be able to do that?
And how many?
How many can you do now?
Bet.
How many can you do now?
I don't know, 5.
Nice, dude.
50 push-ups by May 17th.
That's 2 months, you're saying?
Yeah.
Might be able to do that.
Yeah, there we go.
How many can you do, Marco?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably like 10 or 15 good ones.
How about you, Lynn? How many push-ups can you do?
Probably 10.
Okay. So 50.
But I have
You said 5.
Maybe 8. Maybe
Yeah.
not 10.
I'm being generous.
Should we put it to the test?
Right now?
All right, see how many you can do real quick.
You want to see how many I can do
Yeah,
right now?
let's see how many you can
Because
do.
if you want me to bet on this, I got to
Yeah.
see where's your starting.
Yeah.
All right.
And you have to do them right. You don't pull crap around.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to be the judge.
Well, there's no stretching involved here.
Well,
so
who needs
you gonna put a
stretch?
camera on me? We're gonna document this.
Let's see how you
Alright,
can
Lynn,
do here.
you,
Let's see where we're at here.
There we go.
all right.
Let's see what's happening.
We're at, so you're all about
Where'd I go?
to see this. You're gonna see how many push-ups I can actually do right now.
Where'd I go?
All right.
It's. Oh, okay. But why won't the streamer come up? Leave site? It's want me to leave it.
I wouldn't leave.
Okay, there we
There
go.
we go. Okay, you can see me right here. All right, here we go.
All right.
This is gonna
There we go.
I can already tell this is gonna hurt.
All right. Here you got to go
Ready?
all the way down. Okay.
1.
Whoa. Go down a little bit more.
2,
There you go.
3, 4,
All right.
5,
Head up. There
6,
you go.
7.
Yeah, it's getting,
That's good. 8. You're doing all right.
you're shaking a little bit.
9, 10.
That's about it.
That's way better than 5. Yes.
All right.
All right, Marco. Let's see what you got.
So I can do 10 or yeah. All right.
So 50. I think you can do 50. by
I think
May
I
17th.
think by May 17th
Well,
I
you
can
know
do
how
50
you-
push-ups.
Fasted and stuff and the discipline. All right. All right, here we go.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, look at him use the wall
1,
to balance on.
2,
Look at that.
4,
Oh, look at he's not even going on.
7,
I'm just going faster than you.
You're,
9,
you're a total
10.
foot off the
11.
floor.
I mean, my face is hitting the
You made him really
Your
good.
chest isn't though. Your head's in the face. Your head's
There you
hitting.
go, 15. Count 16. Are you counting 17?
Those are the worst push-ups I've ever seen in my life. That is the biggest.
No,
Dude,
you
I
haven't
was
seen 9.
getting down.
Because your head was faced.
That's not
Your
it.
face was a whole.
Don't be mad because I doubled your.
Oh, here we go. All right, here's Lynn.
Get to do girl push-ups?
You can do girl push-ups. He was using the wall
I was not using the wall.
to get that butt down, Lynn. You got to go all the way, the whole body.
This is what it is.
This is what it is.
3.
It was 4 or 5.
Tuck those elbows in. You're flaring those elbows.
7.
What are the girl? What if I did girl ones? That'd be a whole different ballgame. But
What
these
are
are
girl
girls.
1, 4.
You're flaring out those elbows. Look at those things. Those are.
That's how you do it.
No, you don't. Like a chicken wing?
I don't know. Is that,
Those were the worst. Those you barely.
dude, mine was way. My face was hitting the ground.
Because your head was like this.
No, your head was like that too.
But my chest was hitting the floor.
Was it your belly or your chest?
Yeah.
I
need to work on those. I'm setting a goal too for May 17th.
We'll let the people decide who was.
All right. Let's see. Every time they mess up on a commercial, they do push-ups. Yeah, right. I should. Yeah.
Oh, you'll be doing a 1,000.
I have missed it once today. I've actually done really good today.
I have to go
only the one
Shot
time.
collar, though, push-ups. I like it.
What's that?
That's better than a shot collar.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so too.
All
if
right.
I mess up, I got to get down and do
10
at least
good ones.
10.
And don't do this thing where you don't go down.
Whose standard are we going by good ones? Clearly not yours.
Dude, I went way farther than you did.
I think it's just
No,
clear
you did not.
100%.
Neither.
I doubled yours.
You
You doubled, but you did not.
No, I
go anywhere
doubled the
close
length
to the
of
floor.
yours. You were like, I'm like down, up.
It is obvious neither of
You
you have
are
been
not.
to Marine boot camp.
You were going down maybe 2 inches.
Oh my God.
You were maybe
my
bending down
arms are
2
shorter
inches.
than
It was
yours are.
horrible.
Oh,
Those
man.
were the next time we're gonna set up. We're gonna set up.
We're
on
going to
the
set
floor.
a real camera and then
on the
we're
floor,
really gonna
and
get
then we'll be able to
technique.
see who's actually going down to the floor.
That's fine with me.
Because it's not you. You're 2 inches
My
like
God.
little bit. Look how many I can do so fast.
Dude, you
Oh my
were
God.
the
You
worst.
guys are funny.
The worst.
I thought you were doing the girl
I
ones
was
at
I
first.
did 10 really good
You were doing the
push-ups.
girl ones.
No,
Yeah,
I
just
Oh my God. All right. Well, May 17th. Oh, and also I'm gonna be running 3 miles.
Why are you doing this?
I'm getting back to 3.
Because I've never been in good shape.
Goodness.
And
I've
you got to
been-
do it now. If
I've
you
been
do it now,
skinny. When I moved back from Chicago in 2003, I was 165 pounds. I was a twig.
Yeah.
And now I got up to 248. That was my
You're not
that
a
was my
twig.
highest.
But
So
yeah, do it now. I mean, it's like there's no time like
Have
the
to.
present.
Have
And
to do
you're
it now.
right. You want to do it now while you can, while you have the strength, while you have the stamina. Do it now.
I want to be able to this summer. I want to be able to take my shirt off, have my muscles, have my long hair, and just be like in slow motion.
But you may not have that long hair.
Right.
Well, okay, so we did push it back to June. So it's gonna be June. The whole month of June is when we're gonna be doing the thing.
Oh, nice.
Just with the way things were working out with Cumulus, and everything. And it's good that we're talking about this because Zuby's the sponsor of this one. So we're gonna do it. We want to make sure if we're gonna do this, we do it right.
Right.
And we got to make sure we have everything lined up. We need to have grand prizes lined up for people to win. We got to have the other prizes are being loaded in their regular. So every day during every show, people can win a free pizza here or a free meal at this place or all these great things.
Hold that thought. Let's go on the air together.
Okay, let's do it.
Loving that one. Luke Combs, when it rains and pours here at K100. Lynn and Marco, thank you for being right here. It's a Friday Facebook Live. Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, joining us, putting us live all over the internet. Pat, thank you for that. We just found out you do the worst push-ups.
Oh my! Anybody can go back and watch this Facebook Friday Live, and they can see.
Dude,
not only were you using the wall to support your feet,
using the
yes,
wall.
you were. They were right up against it.
So was yours.
And you did. No, they were not. And you were doing these itty bitty push-ups. These itty bitty, nice little itty bitty push-ups.
Because my arms are shorter than yours.
Oh, okay.
If you want to have a push-up competition, we can do that.
Oh, we'll throw down May 17th. We're gonna be. I'm 50 is my goal. I'm gonna be able to do 50 push-ups nonstop.
All right. I don't know. I just saw you barely struggle with 4.
Well, that's true.
You got 10 off. You got
I got a long way to go.
17, 18 off.
Yeah, he made me laugh, or I could have kept going. Anyway, you can watch all that happen live on Facebook here. We're doing a bunch of other stuff there. We have a concert announcement to do here.
Here and now it is Cody Jinks.
Cody
Jinks coming to the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater with Danner Usry. Date August 17th. So you can get yourself there. Have an amazing night out. And if you want tickets, they go on sale 1 week from today. So Friday, March 29th, 10 a.m., you'll be able to start buying those tickets to Cody Jinks live at the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater.
Love that. All right, more music coming back.
By the way,
yeah,
8 box office tickets next week.
What?
There you go.
Where do you get all this nuggets of information?
I've got the inside.
I got to figure out where you're going for all that. Cool. Well, so before you can buy them, we'll give those away here. That's fantastic next week on our show. And of course, today we're doing Friday Facebook Live, but it's also a Feel Good Friday. If you got a Feel Good story or two, we'd love to hear from you. Call or text on those. Hopefully we'll be able to put some of those out coming up next.
Lynn and Marco, making morning people out of even the non-coffee drinkers. K100.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. We've helped over 30,000 families out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. If your timeshare agreement goes on forever, if you were told timeshares are a great investment.
Some of the new guys are cowboy hat guys, like Jason Aldean is a cowboy hat guy.
Right.
Even though he's newer.
Right. Even though he's newer, he's still the cowboy hat guy.
So there's just that, yeah.
So I did not know who he was, but I looked him up, and yeah, I think he looks like a good country singer.
I mean, he's got the look.
You know who he reminds me? He reminds me of. Are you familiar with Brent Lowry?
Yes. No, I don't think.
He's a local singer around here. He plays in the region around here.
Is he related to Mike Lowry?
To who?
Mike Lowry from Bad Boys.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's not a real person.
And so I actually, I would love to do, and I got to talk to you guys about this in detail, but I want to put on, I think I mentioned it before, I want to put on a country concert here locally, a one-day country concert.
Work.
We have enough local country bands in the area to be able to make that happen, to be able to.
You just need a place.
Well, I think I have a place.
What?
I think I have a venue for it. And it's an indoor venue, so that would be good. But I need to talk to the people and make sure that we could get the
definitely
space.
should talk to them.
Should not just show up the day.
Hey, we're doing a concert here tomorrow, just so you guys
so you guys are aware. But yeah, so I think I have a space for it. So it's just a matter of talking to them, make sure the date would be open. But we've got Brent Lowry. We've got Andy Joe Taylor. We've got North of Nashville. Kyle Smithers is part of a country band. My cousin Tom, who plays with Extra Stout, he's part of a country band.
I'll bet you Extra Stout can put a little bluegrass together, don't they?
I'll bet Mike and Ellen McCarty could.
Yeah.
Maybe their fiddle player, maybe. But they would be. So what we would do is we'd get these bigger bands, right? They would play, and then you'd have the people that can do solos or not duets anymore, collaborations, right? Duets to play in between the two, right? To kind of keep things going.
Or you could have a DJ.
Or you could have a DJ too, but yeah. But anyway, I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it could be a great time. And I think it's something that we need in this area.
Do you think we could make money, unlike the pallet where I lost $400 Christmas dollars?
200.
Well, it seems like 400.
200 Christmas dollars.
And you're in charge of selling all this stuff.
I was moving that stuff around again in my barn the other day, and there's like this really nice mirror. That really nice framed mirrors in there. Those two chairs.
Yeah, so Pat was like, "Dude, I'm selling all day, every day."
I have lacked in my selling. We got to do that.
The vacuum cleaner? Did you sell that?
No, I haven't really tried though.
Oh.
It's just kind of.
That's a nice vacuum cleaner.
It's a great vacuum.
He's probably using it.
I'll tell you what is being used is the little brown dog bed. My kids brought it in the house, and now the dogs sit on it all the time. How could you not? So
Jennifer.
So that is.
Well, you're paying us for that. So.
So.
You paid $200 for that dog bed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And,
I want my walker.
What
back.
about the stroller?
The stroller,
dog stroller.
No, I will never use that dog stroller.
What about the walker? I bet you.
Yeah. Well, after I'm just start doing my running, I might have to. I might have to use that as support. Will there be beer there? Yes, of course there would be beer, 100%, and not only that, but craft beer too. So.
Now you're speaking the language.
Don't leave out Eric Brent Lowry is awesome. Don't leave out Eric Sauer's band. I don't know Eric Sauer. There we go. I'll have to find out who he is. It would just be fun to, do like a noon to 11 kind of thing, and just all day long, just a bit of old country concert. I think great.
Right. I mean, it sounds good.
It'd be a blast. So put it together. We'll get K100 backing it. Yeah, we'll make it happen. Be a good time.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more on that. Again, we are going to be doing the adult skip day for anybody that wasn't tuning in earlier. We are doing the adult skip day. That is April 26th. The only requirement that we have of you is that if you request to go and you are picked, you have to be there. If something happens, it's an emergency. You're gonna be booted to the very end of the do not invite list. The end of the do not invite list.
Yeah, not the beginning of it.
Yeah. So, or maybe should be booted to the beginning of the do not invite list. So that's no beer push-up competition instead. Or a beer push-up competition. Interesting.
I think there's something there.
Hey Pat, what's the name of the place again? Outer what?
Outer Banks?
Outer Banks? Is that where you're? Hey Pat, what's the name of that place again? I'm not sure what place you're referring to. Gwen, we've been on air for nearly 4 hours. A lot has been talked about. So you have to be more specific. But if you're talking about Outer Banks.
Were you talking about taking her grade 8, where she was going to take her grade 8 to?
Oh, that one. Good. There you go. Yeah. Otterbein. I'm gonna put it in here. Otterbein Sunset House. Otterbein Sunset House. So there it is right there. I just put it in there. Not to be confused with the Otterbein Sunset Village. The Otterbein Sunset Village, that's way out in Sylvania. This is located on Indian Road, directly across from St. Ursula Academy. So, but that's going to be free to the kids this Tuesday, March 26th, starting at 4:30. Bring the kiddos out to it. It's all free. It's a great time. And yeah, so it's right there on Indian Road, right next to, right across the street from. In fact, what you need to do is we should have said this in the thing. You need to park in the St. Ursula parking lot. That's where you need to park, and then you walk across the street. So,
and how do you know this?
Because I know things.
Okay.
Like the guy from Game of Thrones, I drink and I know things. No, because I've been there before and I know the drill. I know what goes on. But the parking lot's kind of blocked off. Well, mostly, obviously for residents, but they kind of block a lot of the parking off so that people can walk around the parking lot and all the stuff that goes on. They need the food trucks up there. So you just park. There's plenty of parking across the street. You walk over. It's a great time.
Okay.
So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be fantastic. And of course, you want to check out all the bands that Andy Joe talked about playing this weekend. A lot of good music, but a pretty slow weekend in general. I mean, this it kind of feels like what end of January was. Remember when there was like nothing going on?
Yeah.
It was like, are you falling asleep over there, Marco?
What?
You falling asleep over there?
No, why?
Looked like you were like dozing off.
No, I was thinking.
It's always worth checking on him about.
Did you
do that like that?
Did you see that though?
No.
No, I was thinking.
I'm gonna have to get that playback. It looked like you were like, you literally like this.
He kept saying he wasn't yawning.
Right.
I went back and watched it. I did not see a yawn. I was like, maybe I did, but no, I did.
So yeah, we'll see. Well, it looked like you were.
It could be.
I think I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I wasn't sleeping. I was lost in thought.
That's too funny.
Oh, that happened to me one time when I was a teacher at St. Ursula.
You fell asleep.
I was exhausted, and the girls were working on a project, and so I just went like this, as they're doing it, and I just kind of had my head back like this, and all of a sudden, I didn't even feel myself dozing off. I just went.
I'm not sleeping. You're sleeping.
And one of my students got a picture of me.
I used to have a teacher fall asleep all the time.
Yeah.
Our driver's
Is that
ed-
right?
He had narcolepsy. He was our driver's ed teacher.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
That's a terrible.
Hey, take a look.
It's absolutely true. So
Oh,
whenever my
man.
husband complains about my driving, I tell him it's not my fault. It's really not
I
my
was
fault.
trained by a narcoleptic.
He truly did. And everybody would like turn their desks backward and leave the class, and he, and be gone.
Oh my!
He was.
You just fall asleep in the middle of.
he would-
Wow.
Yep.
Those push-ups wore him out.
That actually might be true.
No, they would have to have been good push-ups in order for them to actually wear him out. So that's
Bro, mine were better than yours.
not at all. Not even
Seriously?
close.
Oh my God! It's
Not
not. You're
even
right.
close.
It's not close.
Oh my Lord.
It's so not even
That's-
close. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Wow.
I want a Marine to come in here and critique both of you.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Little drill sergeant.
Right.
Yeah.
When are we going back?
40 seconds.
40 seconds. All right.
We gotta
Last
say
laugh of the
goodbye
day.
to people.
Got it. Last laugh of the day. So Marco was doing push-ups.
Mark Wallace last night here on K100, Toledo's country music station. Lynn and Marco and the guy in the 419 on a Feel Good Friday Facebook Live. Pat McCartney, thanks for joining us here today. Fantastic job.
Thank you. Thanks for having
As
me.
always, man, we have to say hi to everybody that came in here today. We don't have winning the birthday wheel, so we're at 500 now,
We
right?
are $500 for Monday morning.
Nice.
Mhm.
Special thanks to all of our guests here this
Oh
morning.
my gosh, what a blast. We
Oh.
enjoyed so much having Sutton Rikas in. Again, we're just 17 days out from the solar eclipse. And of course, she's from the Imagination Station. She'll come back and join us next week, get us updated on all the activities going on in and around the area.
I was surprised that she said watch the whole thing with no glasses. I was like,
She
what?
did not attach her name to that sentence. Are you kidding?
Come back here.
But we also had Molly in from
Molly
Otterbein.
Good.
Yes.
Molly Good, but I think she's the best. But yeah, from Otterbein Sunset House over, they're located over on, they have several throughout the area, but this one specifically located over on Indian Road across from St. Ursula Academy. They're having their spring fling and Easter things. So it's a free event, Tuesday, March 26th, starting at 4:30 p.m. They're going to have food trucks out there. They'll have drinks out there. Obviously non-alcoholic drinks, but they're going to have all kinds of things for the kids, and it's all free. Easter Bunny, characters, games, egg hunt. It's all free. So come on out.
Yeah, I want to congratulate our University of Toledo Lady Rockets again on their big win last night against the University of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a nice win. They've got one more game this weekend. Get out there, go check them out, support them during this a crazy collegiate basketball season. And it's going to be a wild weekend. I think the sports bars, if you want a seat and you're not going to want to watch basketball, you're going to want to go a different direction.
Absolutely. And also the Walleye are at the Huntington Center tonight, Fort Wayne Comet, 7:15 at Buck Drop. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, that's something good.
Margaritaville night.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to leave you here with one last laugh.
It's time for one last laugh.
We are just way too mature to find that funny.
On K100.
Now, normally, Lynn would do the last laugh, but always on Friday, guy in the 49 does it. I know what the last laugh is going to be today. He was doing push-ups earlier.
Oh, you took my joke.
Let me just
Oh,
tell you.
You stole it. You stole
Wow.
it. That's really terrible. Your last
Wow.
laugh of the day is brought to you by J. Foster Jewelers. Mean Marco.
What is your last laugh?
Jeez, I can't believe you took my joke from me. Wow, that's about as lousy as the push-ups you did. All right.
Oh.
You know, I had an opportunity to ride in a brand new Tesla. I don't know if you have you ever been in a brand new Marco. You ever been in a brand new
I don't
Tesla?
have that kind of money.
No, I was. What's interesting about brand new Teslas? They don't have that new car smell.
Yeah.
No, it's really more of an Elon Musk.
I like how you laugh.
Alarm off, boots on, and ready.
Good stuff. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning into Facebook Friday Live. Scott Clifton. Okay, he says, I was former Army. If I would have done those push-ups, in all honesty, I don't know if half of all those push-ups done would have counted.
Oh.
But it was definitely fun watching. He's talking about you.
He's
Oh,
talking
is he?
Talking about
clearly
you,
about
Marco.
you.
He's talking about you, Marco.
Clearly talking about how you're.
So-
He seems is always talking about both of them.
Lynn clearly had the best pictures. So, all right. Next Friday, big day tomorrow. Big day next week. We're gonna be joined by Mike McCarty to talk about his new thing that he's got going on. I'm excited about that. We'll have him on earlier.
Oh, you got me intrigued.
And it's pretty fun.
Nice.
But we'll have him in here, and who knows what else we'll have? But it's opening day. That's going to be a great time. So, Andy Jo Taylor will stop in. She's going to be performing the national anthem.
Nice.
At the game. That's exciting.
That is
so
exciting.
All right, we will see you all next week.